Chapter 1080. Morong Yu was slightly stunned. "Why do I have to feed you?" she asked in confusion. "Damn. I've cooked for you for free several times. Can't you feed me?" "I'm cooking," Lin Xian said. Morong Yu heard Lin Xian's explanation. How should she put it? She felt that what he said was far-fetched, but she also felt that what he said made sense. Alright, what he said did make sense. Then, she picked up her chopsticks and picked up a piece of meat for Lin Xian, along with a few pieces of wood ear and a few stalks of garlic. "Ah!" Lin Xian opened his mouth happily. "Morong Yu, you can eat it yourself, but you still want me to feed it to you." Then, Morong Yu fed the food to Lin Xian. "Delicious." Lin Xian nodded in satisfaction. "What did you add? Why is it so special?" Morong Yu asked. "No, you saw it clearly beside me. I was just doing it normally," Lin Xian said. Morong Yu really wanted to believe Lin Xian's words, but it was really strange. "Guide me for the next dish," Morong Yu said to Lin Xian. "Guide you? You're a master. How can I guide you?" "Heat control, seasonings, I want to taste it." "All right." Lin Xian shrugged and said. How could he tell her this? Just let her guess. As for whether Lin Xian should use the law of creation to make Morong Yu's food better later, Lin Xian was thinking about this matter. It was fine if he changed it, but if she couldn't recreate the same taste, she would definitely be more confused. It didn't seem good if he didn't change it, because it would be very obvious whether it was delicious or not. In the end, Lin Xian chose not to change. In fact, it didn't matter if he changed or not. It was just that Lin Xian chose not to change, making her feel that he was very special. There was an advantage to this, and that was that Lan Xingxing, who was next to him, would worship him and think that only he could make such delicious food. Otherwise, she would think that Morong Yu could also make it, and his position in her heart would drop slightly. "When I'm done cooking, Xingxing, have a taste." Yeah. Lan Xingxing nodded. "Then tell me if it tastes good or not. You have to tell me the truth." Yes, I know." Lan Xingxing nodded repeatedly. "I say, big sister, why are you always thinking about this?" Lin Xian said helplessly. "I just want to know. Maybe he secretly put something that only men would have." Wu Yuhan, who was at the side, said with a smile. "What?" Morong Yu asked doubtfully. "You'll know when you have a man." Lin Xian. Wow. This personality of Wu Yuhan was so dirty. The other personality of Wu Yuhan was called Wu Yuhan. This personality should be called Dirty Yuhan. Morong Yu roughly guessed something. It was definitely impossible. Does this mean that big sister Wu Yuhan has had a man before? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Guess. Lin Xian. Damn it. It was as if she had been stabbed. "I'm not guessing anymore. I'll help big sister monitor cook for you." Soon, Lin Xian pretended to guide Morong Yu on how to cook a dish of twice-cooked pork. Then, Morong Yu carried the dish to the table. "It smells so good," Lan Xingxing said from the bottom of her heart. "Let's try it first," Morong Yu said expectantly. It smelled and looked exactly the same because it was a home-cooked dish. There was nothing special about it. In addition, Lin Xian did not add any special seasoning. Therefore, Morong Yu was particularly puzzled. She could feel that the taste was different, but she could not tell what was different about it. It was strange. Then, Lan Xingxing took a bite expectantly. "It's delicious," Lan Xingxing said with satisfaction. "How does it compare to Lin Xian's?" Morong Yu asked. Lan Xingxing thought for a while. "It doesn't seem to be as delicious as Lin Xian's." Morong Yu also took a bite. Yes, it was delicious. However, she felt that there was something missing from Lin Xian's dish. It was as if a crucial seasoning was missing. However, there was none. "Why don't you make a dish of twice-cooked pork?" Morong Yu looked at Lin Xian and said. "Lin Xian. Sister, why do you have to do that?" "It's necessary." Morongyu said seriously. Yes, she was a person with such a character. She had no choice but to be strong. She could admit that others were better than her and could do things that she could not do. However, she had to figure out why. Lin Xian smiled helplessly and said, I can't finish it. Don't worry. When you finish the next dish of twice-cooked pork, this one will be gone. Morongyu said. Lan Xingxing, who wanted to eat secretly, could not help but stop. Then, she smiled cutely. It's okay. Just eat. Morongyu said to Lan Xingxing with a smile. She had the feeling of an elder sister spoiling her younger sister. Can I? Do you still have a lot to eat later? Lin Xian asked with a smile. Yes. Lan Xingxing said confidently. That's why I didn't ask such a stupid question. Wu Yuhan said. Although they had not known Lan Xingxing for long, they were quite familiar with her. They knew that Lan Xingxing would definitely get up in the middle of the night to look for food in the fridge. Moreover, her appetite was definitely not bad. Perhaps the happiest thing for a foodie was to not get fat. That's right, martial artists could be like this. Martial artists normally could not get sick, and some special things in their bodies would not appear so easily. Of course, the higher the martial artist's realm, the more perfect this effect would be. As long as you had a realm, your body would be in the most perfect state that your current realm could bear. This was also the reason why Ling Long Shui, Ling Ying, and Lan Xingxing did not go to the gym. They were so beautiful, had such good figures, and did not have any extra fat on their stomachs. As for height, it was a matter of genes. It was not something that could be changed through cultivation. Therefore, Lan Xingxing was extremely happy. She ate so much every day and did not get fat even after eating supper. This was also one of the reasons why she would work harder in her cultivation. The more powerful she was, the more perfect her body could be. She was extremely happy. Alright, I'm thinking too much. I'll go cook then. Lin Xian walked into the kitchen, and Morongyu quickly followed him. This way, she could clearly see the difference between her and Lin Xian. As long as there was a comparison, it would be enough. Wu Yuhan was also quite interested. She also tried Morongyu's cooking and waited for Lin Xian's food to arrive. Very quickly, Lin Xian's twice-cooked pork was done. It was exactly the same as Morongyu's. There was no difference. At least, it smelled and looked exactly the same. Morongyu really saw Lin Xian's actions again. The twice-cooked pork was placed on the table. Chapter 1081. The twice-cooked pork was placed on the table, and the three girls gathered around it. Morongyu was the first one who couldn't help but try it. She wanted to know if it was the same. Then, she took a bite. As expected. Then, she took a bite of the leftover twice-cooked pork she made. There was an obvious difference. Lin Xian made it better, but she didn't know how it tasted better. But she felt that it tasted better. Wu Yuhan also took a bite with interest. It does taste better than the ones you made. Wu Yuhan said to Morongyu with a smile. Morongyu nodded. She admitted it very much. Let me try it too, let me try it too. Lan Xingxing couldn't wait to take a bite and stuffed it into her mouth. Delicious, delicious. Is it better? Morongyu asked. Lan Xingxing nodded. It feels like there's another taste. I can't describe it, but it tastes better. Then, Morongyu looked at Lin Xian. Don't look at me, I don't know either. Lin Xian continued to play dumb. Wow. It's really delicious. Lan Xingxing's big eyes sparkled. Lin Xian, you're awesome. She felt that a man who could cook, especially one who could cook so well, was the most handsome. Morongyu realized that this was the most bizarre thing in the world. Why was it so? She couldn't figure it out no matter how hard she tried. Forget it. Morongyu shook her head and stopped thinking about it. I'm going to continue cooking. You little foodie, eat less. Don't eat all of it when I'm done. Lin Xian said with a smile. Lan Xingxing quickly retracted her hand and stuck out her tongue cutely. I won't. Help me. Coming. Lan Xingxing ran to Lin Xian's side. Slap. Her fair little hand slapped Lin Xian's hand. Lin Xian? Sister, what are you doing? Didn't you ask me to help you? Lin Xian. I said help me. Pa. Lin Xian. Go eat something. Ah. Oh. Murong Yu and Wu Yuhan suppressed their laughter. Lin Xian shook his head helplessly. No, this lass was just helping him out earlier. Why can't her brain react now? It's a miracle that you're able to live until now and still be so innocent. No, it should be that it's a miracle that you're still alive. Soon, a table full of delicacies was prepared. Lan Xingxing looked at it covetously. He really hoped that there was no such thing as chopsticks. He really hoped that everyone would eat with their hands. Wu Yuhan was also very satisfied with her meal. She had to admit that sometimes, in order to capture a person's heart, one had to capture her stomach first. This saying was quite useful. At the very least, it would make a girl look at you in a different light and generate some interest and curiosity in you. After all, what was the most important thing when pursuing a girl? Emotions. As long as it was the right emotions, the right time, and the right method, even if it was negative emotions, it would be very helpful to pursue a girl. This was actually the same principle. I realized that I'm quite interested in you. Wu Yuhan's lips curled up slightly as she looked at Lin Xian and said, Don't, please don't. If your other personality comes out, you'll probably kill me. It's better if we keep a certain distance. But if we keep a distance, you won't be able to sleep with me. Wu Yuhan pouted her sexy little lips and said, Lin Xian, wow. How could there be such an extreme split personality in this world? There are 3 people in your dorm. The class monitor and the little foodie aren't any worse than you. Why must I sleep with you? Right, class monitor? Lin Xian asked Murong Yu with a very reasonable expression. Murong Yu didn't answer, but Lan Xingxing kept nodding. They were full, and satisfied. Whatever Lin Xian said was right. Lin Xian glanced at Murong Yu. I say, class monitor, don't tell me you're still thinking about the food? Murong Yu nodded. Invincible. I don't know why, and I don't know how to explain it to you. Alright, I've finished cooking for you guys. I'm going back to the 108 peaks. I don't know how many people will come to challenge me tomorrow. Bye. Wait, let's add each other on WeChat first. Wu Yuhan smiled at Lin Xian. If you add me, when your other personality comes out, you'll definitely delete me. Lin Xian shrugged and said, That won't happen. I'll send you a short video tonight. Wu Yuhan waved her phone and said, Lin Xian, I'm scamming you. Murong Yu, Lan Xingxing. Maybe this was what men were like. However, they knew that Wu Yuhan wouldn't send a short video. I'm leaving. Lin Xian then waved his hand and disappeared on the spot. Lin Xian was humming as he walked in the martial arts academy. Then, his phone started ringing. He took a look and knew that something bad was going to happen. Ling Ying sent him more than 10 emoticons in a second, and they were all about kitchen knives. Little Ling Ying, what's wrong? Why are you sending me kitchen knives? Lin Xian sent a voice message. I want to chop you up. Ling Ying replied with a voice message. Why? You said you went to Murong Yu's dorm and didn't look for us, right? Ling Ying asked unhappily. I didn't. Before Lin Xian could finish, he suddenly realized something. Oh no. He had been smart all his life. Why did he suddenly become so stupid? Yes, he didn't tell Ling Ying that he went to Murong Yu's dorm because he thought that as long as he didn't tell them, they wouldn't know. However, what did he realize now? He, Murong Yu, and the others had swaggered into the female dormitory together. Who knew how many pairs of eyes were watching them? Wouldn't this cause a sensation? As expected, Ling Ying took a screenshot of the Martial Arts Academy's forum and sent it to Lin Xian. It was very simple. Lin Xian walked in with them and was photographed. Then, The person who posted it said something like, "Shocking. Lin Xian, Murong Yu, and Lan Xingxing have such a good relationship?" Anyway, it was all similar comments. There were all kinds of jealous replies below, but no one would admit that there was a special relationship between them. They didn't believe it. Besides, if there was a special relationship between them, they should have hidden it. Moreover, the two of them were in the backyard. They could have a rendezvous in each other's dorm. Why would they do it in public? But they were jealous. They were jealous that Lin Xian could go to Murong Yu's dorm. And they couldn't even enter this building. Damn. Ling Ying wasn't angry about this. It was clearly next door, but you didn't even look at it. Little Ling Ying, I'm afraid you'll misunderstand. Lin Xian replied. Ding. Deceiving little sister. Adonis points plus 30,000. Lin Xian didn't know what to do. He couldn't tell Ling Ying that their presence would affect his flirting. Chapter 1082. Ling Ying was already used to Lin Xian's womanizing outside. Telling Lin Xian was just a way for her to vent her frustrations. Lin Xian understood. Alright, I'll cook something good for you tomorrow. Lin Xian said. Who cares? Let's not talk anymore. I'm going to play games with them. Ling Ying ignored Lin Xian after she finished speaking. Lin Xian shook his head slightly and returned to his 108 peaks. There was nothing else that interested Lin Xian in the 108 peaks. He thought that it was time for him to challenge others. Moreover, there was an advantage to challenging others. After he succeeded in his challenge, no one could challenge him for 2 days. Therefore, if Lin Xian succeeded in his challenge tomorrow, no one could challenge him for 2 days. However, Lin Xian could continue to challenge others. If he succeeded, then no matter how many people disliked Lin Xian, they wouldn't be qualified to challenge him. No. This was just a simple challenge. If someone wanted to challenge Lin Xian in the martial arts academy's front yard, they could also challenge him. However, after they succeeded, they would only obtain the ranking on Lin Xian's chest badge. They wouldn't be able to obtain the right to use Lin Xian's corresponding peak. If they wanted the right to use a peak, they would have to succeed in a specific challenge on Lin Xian's peak. As for earning money, Lin Xian felt that today's earnings should be the limit. By tomorrow, no one would be stupid enough to give him money. Even if there were still many people who wanted to challenge him, they must have thought of other ways. Therefore, after Lin Xian finished his class tomorrow morning, he would challenge others in the afternoon. He didn't want to be challenged by these people. It was so troublesome. He would be satisfied with earning money. The next morning, Lin Xian yawned as he walked out of his room. Then, he heard a commotion outside. Damn! When he walked out, he saw a crowd of people waiting for him outside. Lin Xian. This young master wants to challenge you. Come and fight me. A man pointed at Lin Xian and said, Big brother, I have class this morning. Lin Xian said, I'll go after the fight. Sorry, I'm not fighting anymore. You guys can go back. Lin Xian said as he washed his face and squeezed some toothpaste. According to the rules of the Martial Arts Academy, those who are challenged cannot refuse. Do you want to break the rules? Lin Xian then mumbled while brushing his teeth. According to the rules of the Martial Arts Academy, you can choose to refuse a challenge during the course. Then, Lin Xian spat and wiped his mouth. He looked at them and said, Don't worry, you can challenge me again in the afternoon. I'll go to class first. After saying that, Lin Xian put on his jacket and walked past them. After attending classes for the whole morning, Lin Xian also learned a lot. Attending military classes would make you feel an inexplicable sense of responsibility. Lin Xian originally did not want to become a leader or a general. However, after attending a few military classes, perhaps because of Xiao Runing's teachings, Lin Xian felt the urge to become a hero. Of course, this was all in the future. Right now, Lin Xian wanted to take advantage of his time at the Martial Arts Academy to go out and farm monsters. Although he was now a one-star domain realm, he could not slack off. However, he heard from Murong Yu that the Martial Arts Academy might have an operation in a week. Lin Xian thought about it and decided to go together then. When he returned to the backyard, Lin Xian looked around. Damn, there were hundreds of people waiting at the backyard entrance. Who do you think they are waiting for? Maybe some of them were waiting for others to challenge them, but most of them were definitely waiting to challenge Lin Xian. Lin Xian. When they saw Lin Xian, they all stopped him. They already had a lot of opinions about Lin Xian. In addition, Lin Xian entered the female dormitory with Murong Yu and the others yesterday. How much opinions did those young masters in the martial arts academy have about Lin Xian? Although they knew that there shouldn't be any relationship between them, and that they were at most friends, they couldn't even be considered friends with Murong Yu. They had not even spoken to each other before. What was so special about this Lin Xian? How could he be more or less related to those school beauties? If you want to challenge me, pay up. Lin Xian said. Humph. We heard about what happened yesterday. You don't have to pay at all. You can choose by drawing lots. A man snorted coldly and said. Lin Xian. Sure enough, these people were not stupid. Then why were those people yesterday so stupid? Since they could not earn money, why did Lin Xian want to fight them? Beside him, the old man was slowly sweeping the ground. Then wait for a while. Lin Xian said. Wait for what? Since you are back here, it means that you are fine. You have no reason to refuse the challenge. A man said. Yes, you can challenge me by force, but I have to see an old friend. After Lin Xian finished speaking, he directly stepped into the teleportation array of the 100th peak. Everyone was dumbfounded. See an old friend? What did seeing an old friend have to do with them challenging him? Then, everyone rushed in. Whoosh! In the next moment, Lin Xian appeared in the 100th peak. At first glance, there wasn't much of a difference between the 100th peak and his 108th peak. However, the interior of the 100th peak was definitely better than the 108th peak. Perhaps it had more martial techniques and higher grades. The Martial Divinity Academy had clearly stated that among the 108 peaks in the backyard, the higher the rank, the better. Is anyone there? Is there anyone? Lin Xian shouted after entering. Are you here to challenge me? Hearing Lin Xian's voice, a man walked out from inside and glanced at Lin Xian. After seeing Lin Xian, he frowned. Wasn't this Lin Xian? Lin Xian was really famous in the martial arts academy. He was famous purely because of the girls. You are here to challenge me too? Zhang Ke smiled disdainfully. Although he only had the 100th peak, which was the weakest peak compared to Lin Xian's 108th peak, wasn't it suicide to challenge him? However, although he thought so, he was still a little afraid. Why? Because in yesterday's competition, it was revealed that Lin Xian had the spatial attribute. The spatial attribute was an attribute that any martial artist would be afraid of. It was too useful, but in the face of absolute power, he was not afraid. Anyone who entered the backyard was in the domain realm. As for whether they were strong or weak, it depended on the individual. Yes, quickly accept my challenge. Lin Xian said. Okay. Then let this young master test your strength. Whoosh! Then, Zhang Ke leaped onto the stage. Lin Xian let out a long sigh of relief. Fortunately, the Martial Arts Academy's rules were humane. Otherwise, Lin Xian would have been challenged to death. Then, Lin Xian also jumped into the arena. Lin Xian, F***CK. At this time, hundreds of people chased after them. Then, they saw the two people on the battling platform. F***CK. This is bad. Lin Xian is challenging Zhang Ke. If he succeeds, we can't challenge him for 2 days. Zhang Ke is at least an expert from the 100th peak. Can Lin Xian succeed? It's hard to say. He has the spatial attribute, but his realm is a little low. Let's see how Zhang Ke does it. Chapter 1083. Everyone felt really uncomfortable when they saw this scene. They came to challenge Lin Xian not only because Lin Xian was the easiest to challenge among the 108 peaks, but also because his spatial attribute had already been revealed. Even if he was the 108th peak, this spatial attribute alone was enough to prove that he was difficult to deal with. He had challenged Lin Xian because firstly, Lin Xian's cultivation level wasn't high. Secondly, he was the most displeased with Lin Xian's relationship with so many campus belles. As long as he could defeat Lin Xian, he would be able to tell everyone that he was stronger than Lin Xian. As for the spatial attribute, although it was strong, it was not so difficult to deal with when there was a gap in realm. Therefore, the challengers today were basically all in the domain realm. Although the lower realm martial artists did not want to admit that they were no match for Lin Xian's spatial attribute made them flinch. Moreover, Zhao Hailuo, who was in the domain realm, had also lost to Lin Xian. How many lower realm martial artists would dare to challenge Lin Xian? Right now, these people could only pray for one thing, and that was that Lin Xian would not succeed in his challenge. Come on, let me feel the power of the spatial attribute. A dark attribute power erupted from Zhang Ke's body, and the corners of his mouth curled up slightly. Perhaps other attributes might be more afraid of space, but his dark attribute was definitely much better. Although it was not night now, and the power of his dark attribute was not that strong, his realm was still there. He could destroy any spatial effect that Lin Xian cast on him, and his dark attribute could control Lin Xian. Under normal circumstances, I might not use the spatial attribute. Lin Xian said. The dark attribute was easy to fight. The competition platform was only so big, and it was daytime now. His dark attribute could not use the ability similar to space jump, so the power was reduced by more than half. The rest of the power was not much. Tisk, do you think the dark attribute is so weak in the daytime? Zhang Ke sneered. Not really. Anyway, I just feel that I'm pretty strong. I defeated so many people yesterday, and there was even a domain realm cultivator who lost to me 3 times in a row. The current me is as strong as a yuppie. The reason you defeated him was because of your space force. If you didn't use it, you wouldn't have had any chance of winning. But a man should keep his word. You said you wouldn't use it, but if you still use it, then this young master will look down on you. Zhang Ke said. In fact, he was really worried and afraid of the space attribute. But since Lin Xian said so, wasn't that giving him a chance? He was quite worried that he would be defeated. Firstly, it would be very embarrassing. Secondly, there was a dark attribute martial skill that he was very interested in. He had only learned less than 1/10 of it, and he would need at least a week to cultivate it. If he was defeated by Lin Xian, then it would mean that he had gained nothing from the 100 peaks. When the surrounding people heard Lin Xian's words, they sneered in their hearts. He had relied on the space attribute to reach this point. If he didn't have the space attribute, the 108 mountains would have absolutely nothing to do with him. Now that he was challenging a domain realm expert, he actually dared to say that he wouldn't use the spatial attribute? What a joke. Lin Xian felt that with his strength, he should be able to get a few rankings without revealing his true strength. As for the top 50, he would have to use his true strength. Come on. Lin Xian's body surged with lightning. He really liked the lightning attribute. It was very domineering. It was very satisfying. A martial artist should enjoy the feeling of power. Zhang Ke felt the lightning attribute power erupting from Lin Xian's body. To be honest, he was definitely afraid. Even if Lin Xian's strength and realm were lower than his on the surface, the purple lightning was so powerful that any martial artist at his level would more or less be afraid. Lightning flash. Lin Xian gathered lightning in his hands and then blasted 2 lightning flashes at Zhang Ke. Just this? Zhang Ke looked at the 2 lightning bolts in front of him that didn't seem to be very strong. Shadow barrier. A black barrier appeared in front of him. Boom! In the next instant, the 2 lightning balls blasted on the black barrier. Bang! The black barrier was directly shattered. What? Zhang Ke revealed a shocked expression. Isn't this lightning attribute power too domineering? That's not right. The difference between their realms is so huge. Why is his lightning attribute power so strong? His barrier was the domain realm experts. In the next instant, Lin Xian activated freedom under the heavens and appeared in front of him in an instant. Zhang Ke was stunned. What? His speed. he didn't pay attention to Lin Xian's battle. He only heard that Lin Xian had the space attribute. But what's up with his speed? If it was night time, he wouldn't be worried because the dark attribute was very strong. But it was daytime now. To be honest, he didn't expect this. But he wasn't someone to be trifled with. Fixed shadow. Lin Xian's charging figure suddenly stopped. Shadow cage. A dark-colored cage rose around Lin Xian's body, trapping him within. You've already lost. Zhang Ke looked at Lin Xian and said. Fixed shadow and shadow cage, these two dark attribute powers were a classic combination martial technique. Fixed shadow controlled, shadow cage locked, then exploded with a powerful force to destroy the enemy's combat power. Space attribute could be countered, but Lin Xian said that he didn't need space. Lost. Lin Xian's lips curled up. In the next instant, the shadowy cage vanished. What? Everyone revealed an expression of disbelief. They weren't weak. They naturally knew that once a martial artist was trapped in the shadow cage, even if your realm was 1 or 2 stars higher than the enemy, it would be difficult to break free. Not to mention that Lin Xian was weaker than Zhang Ke. But, what about the shadow cage? Lin Xian directly used the law of creation to create a space on top of the shadow cage. No one knew where the shadow cage was now. Yes, he didn't use the space attribute. But Lin Xian still had the law of creation. The law of creation didn't use the space attribute. No one could figure it out. 5 Thunder Celestial Phenomenon. Lin Xian's lips curled up as he charged at Zhang Ke. 5 Thunder Celestial Phenomenon erupted. Damn it! If it was night time, I would have easily beaten you up. Zhang Ke gritted his teeth. But don't think that this is all I have. Demonic Shadow Cage. Following that, countless black shadows erupted and charged at Lin Xian's 5 Thunder Celestial Phenomenon. Boom! The terrifying power exploded once again. The two of them pulled apart and stood at the edge of the stage. Everyone saw that Lin Xian's martial technique was actually on par with Zhang Ke's strength. There was a huge gap between them. How could they be evenly matched? However, when the dust on Zhang Ke's body dissipated, he suddenly saw Lin Xian's figure bent over on the ground. His body was covered in flames as he slammed his right hand on the ground. He had a bad premonition. And those who saw Lin Xian's battle yesterday knew what it was. Boom! Chapter 1084. When the fire god pillar exploded, Zhang Ke's entire body was hit, and his clothes turned to ashes as he flew out. Zhao Hailuo was still fine before, as the gap between their realms wasn't that big, but Zhang Ke was completely hit by the fire god pillar. When everyone saw this scene and saw Zhang Ke fly out of the stage, they all roared in their hearts, no. What was going on? Why couldn't the 2 domain realms win against Lin Xian? This dual attribute, no, triple attribute, the increase in battle power of a martial artist with multiple attributes was simply too great. Lin Xianran walked to Zhang Ke's side and bent down to take down the badge on his chest. He then hung his badge on Zhang Ke's chest. Zhang Ke gritted his teeth and stood up, looking at Lin Xian unwillingly. Why was he so powerless against this person? He was unwilling, he still hadn't used his laws. Alright, these 100 mountains are mine now. Do you have anything else you want from me? If you have, then take it quickly. After Lin Xian finished speaking, his gaze swept across the crowd, and said, I just finished my challenge, there is a 2-day break, I'm afraid you can't challenge me, bye-bye, I won't see you off. Lin Xian then grinned. Damn it! How infuriating! Just you wait, after these 2 days, this young master will definitely take back this place. Zhang Ke looked at Lin Xian, then walked away after saying that. Lin Xian, on the other hand, found a clean room and laid down happily. After resting for a while, he took a look at the martial skills of the 100 peaks. How should he put it? There were quite a lot, not much different from the 108 peaks. There were lightning, fire, and ice attributes, but Lin Xian didn't like any of them. Although an earth-tier martial skill was very strong, sometimes it wasn't necessarily useful to learn a lot. If you wanted to learn something that you didn't have, and if you had a similar martial skill, it was best not to learn another similar one. It was meaningless, your martial skill couldn't cause harm to others, so would it be useful to change to a similar one? Now that I have 100 peaks, I can go challenge peaks 90 to 99. Lin Xian stroked his chin. He planned to challenge the person on the 90th peak. That way, the 10,000 people outside wouldn't be able to challenge him, because the people in the front yard could only challenge the 100th peak and the other 8 peaks. Just as Lin Xian was about to issue a challenge, an Xian sent him a message on his phone. Zi Qiue had arrived in Lin and City. There was a large party tonight, and she wanted to know if she could attend. Why would I participate? Lin Xian replied. I'm just playing around. What's the matter? If you're free, you can go to the party. Lin Xian thought about it. There was nothing to do tonight, and it was boring to stay here. The class was tomorrow afternoon, so he had time to go. He could just treat it as spending time with them. All right, I'll bring a few friends. Of course. Lin Xian then sent a message to Lu Yufan and Yi Yi. He had more or less accompanied the other girls before, but he hadn't played with these 2 girls in a long time. It just so happened that the 2 girls were in Lin and City and didn't go to the demonic beast domain, so they naturally agreed. Then, Lin Xian drove towards Lin and City. Halfway there, a particularly conspicuous figure on a tree in front jumped directly in front of Lin Xian's car, blocking Lin Xian's path. Lin Xian slammed on the brakes and stopped. Are you F***king crazy? Lin Xian walked out of the car and scolded. F***ck? Scamming? No, how could this be a scam? He subconsciously released his Eye of Cave Spirit to investigate, but he couldn't see clearly. This meant that this person was at least a 7-star domain realm cultivator. You're Lin Xian? This man's skin was very white, and he even looked a little feminine. Instead, this kind of man gave off a very dangerous feeling. Seeing him, Lin Xian inexplicably thought of the demon god that appeared at Yi Ranbing's place that day. What was his name? Xie Chui. He felt very similar to that Xie Chui. Who are you? Lin Xian frowned and looked at him. Under the orders of the Supreme One, I'm bringing you to a place. What if I don't go? Don't go. That's not up to you. The man sneered. Supreme One, looks like I'm right. The 9th Demon God Temple. How could there be someone in the human race who would address him as Supreme One? In addition, this person looked very similar to that Xie Chui, so Lin Xian was somewhat certain. Oh, you actually know? Interesting. The man sneered and slowly walked towards Lin Xian. I'll give you 3 breaths of time to scram, or you'll definitely regret it. Lin Xian stared at him and said, Spatial attribute, is it? Heh, it's useless. They had already thoroughly investigated Lin Xian. Naturally, they were under the orders of Xie Chui. Xie Chui liked Yi Renbing. This was no secret in the demon race. However, he really couldn't understand why the great demon god Yi Renbing would choose a weak human as her male pet. He really couldn't understand. This matter was already set in stone. Because Xie Chui had a keen sense of smell, he could clearly sense Yi Renbing's scent on Lin Xian, and Yi Renbing also had his scent on her. Thus, their identities were confirmed. He just wanted to know why. Then, he investigated Lin Xian. It was quite clear, including the people around him, his identity, his attributes, and so on. However, the team he sent out didn't return and didn't bring back any information. They were probably dead. Xie Chui didn't understand. This human was nothing special. Why would Yi Renbing choose him? Jealousy and anger made him want to attack Lin Xian. It was hard to say whether he would kill him or not. If he did, he was really afraid that Yi Renbing would be angry. If he didn't kill him, he wouldn't be able to vent his anger. Thus, he sent people to bring Lin Xian to him. He wanted to have a good chat and torture him. He might spare his life, but he would definitely cut off his little brother. Thus, he sent people to watch this martial arts academy's road to Lin and City. Oh, it seems like you've investigated me thoroughly. Since you've investigated me, you should know that I have some relationship with the 10th demon god. She's protecting me. Are you sure you still dare to take me away? Lin Xian smirked and asked. Sometimes, it was very uncomfortable. Space was very powerful, and escaping was also very powerful. However, for powerful people, even if they weren't of the space attribute, they would still have some way to suppress you from using the power of space. Take me away. Even if something happens, it's his honor's problem. I only need to follow his orders. If you know what's good for you, don't resist. You might even suffer less physical pain. The man sneered and said. Lin Xian naturally couldn't go. That place was filled with people who were neither male nor female. Even if he had Yi Ranbing as his backer, Lin Xian wouldn't have it easy. In the next instant, Lin Xian took out a pearl and crushed it. Goodbye. Whoosh! Lin Xian's figure suddenly disappeared. In the next instant, Lin Xian returned. The hell? I told you, the power of space is useless. The man sneered again. No, this was something that Yi Ranbing gave him. It was useless. Chapter 1085. The last time he went to Yi Ranbing's place, she gave him some of these beads. After crushing them, he would be able to go to her place directly. She only needed to send Lin Xian a WeChat message, and Lin Xian could just use the beads. There was no need for anyone to inform him. Hence, Lin Xian felt that his spatial attribute might not be enough, but these beads should be enough, right? Lin Xian had always treated these beads as a life-saving tool. He thought that he could use them just now, but who knew that they wouldn't work? Can a demon god like you even work? Why are the things you give me so lousy? Lin Xian thought helplessly. F***ck. My luck is really bad. It's one thing to have those young masters as enemies, and it's one thing to have the evil fiend temple as enemies. Now, there's another demon god. Each one is more powerful than the last. What am I supposed to do as a one-star domain realm cultivator? Perhaps this is the nature of you humans. You don't give up in the face of absolute strength. That's called ignorance. The man sneered and continued walking toward Lin Xian. No matter who comes today, you have to come with me. Oh, you said that? At this moment, a voice suddenly came from above. Really, Lin Xian was at his wit's end. Suddenly, he heard this voice. It was so familiar. In the past, when he heard Ling Long Shui's voice at critical moments, he felt very familiar. But now, Yi Ranbing's voice also felt very familiar. The man frowned and turned around abruptly, looking up into the sky. In the sky, Yi Ranbing's figure slowly walked down step by step. She was still wearing her pajamas. Then, she yawned and looked at the man with her beautiful eyes as if she was looking down on all living things. Demon! Demon god! When the man saw Yi Ranbing, he trembled and subconsciously retreated. It was a fear that came from the bottom of his heart. What's going on? Why? Even if she's a demon god, she shouldn't be so powerful. This place is so far away from the 10th demon god temple. Even if she has the ability to come here instantly, how did she know? The signal was also blocked by him. Any human communication device was also ineffective. Why? The reason was very simple. Lin Xian had used the bead that Yi Ranbing had given him and didn't return it. However, since it was something that Yi Ranbing had given him, no one would know that she had tampered with it. Lin Xian didn't go over and failed to use it. Yi Ranbing sensed it and knew that something must have happened to Lin Xian. As for the location, it was too easy to pinpoint. Wasn't the location where the bead was supposed to be used where Lin Xian was? It was extremely easy for him to find them in an instant. And, Yi Ranbing sneered, then slowly reached out her hand and pinched. Ah! The man in front of Lin Xian seemed to be in great pain. He screamed and screamed until his entire body turned into nothingness. Lin Xian. Was this the power of the King Heavenly Dao realm? Wasn't this a little too exaggerated? Why did Lin Xian feel like this man was at the Empyrean realm? He was gone just like that. Reduced to dregs? Bing looked down at Lin Xian. Trash. Lin Xian. Alright, alright, alright. I'm trash. I'm useless. She then landed in front of Lin Xian. But it's also your fault. Without you, I wouldn't have been targeted by the 9th Fey God Temple. Do you think it's easy for me? A mere domain realm being targeted by a Fey God. What do I do? Who asked you to be only at the domain realm? Wah. Sis, I'm only 21. Lin Xian said helplessly. Eren froze, then glanced around. Hey, that bead isn't useful. Your Fey God isn't awesome at all. I wanted to run to you, but who knew that I would be intercepted midway? Bing pondered slightly. Look at Xiao Linglong. The things she gave me are all good stuff. Look at you. What? How am I inferior to Linglong Shui? Is the sky rainbow flower I gave you bad? What's the point if it can't protect my life? I don't believe that his spatial power can stop Xiao Linglong's things. Lin Xian said. Unfortunately, he didn't have it. He had given the heavenly void pearl to the girl beside him. Lin Xian's thoughts were simple. He would be at ease as long as the people around him were safe. She is the strongest person in the world when it comes to the use of space. This sovereign acknowledges this point. Of course, she would give the best things related to space. In this world, there is no second person who dares to say that they are better at using space than her. This sovereign was lacking in consideration. I will improve this thing when I return, Bing said to Lin Xian. That's more like it. Oh. When did you dare to give me advice? Bing glanced at Lin Xian. Cough cough. Lin Xian coughed dryly. I wouldn't dare. It's just a suggestion. A small suggestion. Lin Xian grinned. Since we've met, then come back with me. Lin Xian. Don't. I have something to do in Lin and City. Oh. I really have something to do. Otherwise, why would I take the risk of driving out of the martial arts academy? If you have something to do, then bring me with you. Lin Xian. Don't. Pfft. Bing sneered. Looks like it has something to do with women. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose awkwardly. You're going to a banquet. A demon god like you is interested in a human banquet? If you are, I'll laugh at you. Lin Xian's words made Bing speechless. She was a demon god. How could she be interested in human affairs? But to be honest, he was really interested. She couldn't beat that Linglong Shui even when she played games every day. She was very angry. I'm not going. I'm leaving. Bing's figure then disappeared. Lin Xian breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, this person from the Demon God Temple was a little more reasonable. Lin Xian then got into the car and continued driving toward Lin and City. On the other side, Bing went back and changed into a new set of clothes. She directly left the 10th Demon God Temple and went to the 9th Demon God Temple where Xiechui was. As for where it was a place that no human had dared to set foot in since ancient times. Just like Bing's 10th Demon God Temple, the Demon God Temple was the true forbidden land of the human race. Who is it? How dare you trespass into the Poison God Temple? Bing stood in front of the huge ancient castle gate. A group of powerful guards surrounded her. They naturally didn't recognize Bing. Their status was different, so they didn't have the qualifications to know Bing. The 9th Demon God Temple was different from Bing's 10th Demon God Temple. The 9th Demon God Temple was filled with the myriad poison Heavenly Python clan, which was Xiechui clan. Bing's 10th Demon God Temple was filled with many different clans. Bing's beautiful eyes flashed with a trace of anger, but the corners of her mouth still curved into a casual smile. After that, she didn't move from her spot. Her clothes and hair suddenly fluttered, and a terrifying power erupted from her delicate body. The people around her were instantly sent flying, and in the process of flying, they were annihilated by the power of darkness and turned into ashes. They didn't even have time to scream. Chapter 1086. Renbing acted as though she had done something trivial. She didn't even blink her eyes. Following that, she walked straight ahead as a terrifying force shattered the gigantic door. It was as though no one was there. A group of people rushed out when they sensed the commotion outside. Renbing casually killed any who came out. How should she put it? She might not admit that Lin Xian held a high place in her heart, but she knew that anyone who wanted to bully her had to go through her first. If anyone tried to bully her without her permission, they would only be courting death. No matter how powerful these people were, they were nothing in front of Fey goddess Renbing. One expert after another died under Renbing's hands. It was as simple as squashing ants. Renbing, what's the meaning of this? At this moment, Xiechio walked out from inside, and he frowned when he saw that it was Renbing who was causing trouble outside. He was still wondering who had the guts to barge into his Fey god temple. So it was her. It wasn't surprising. What's the meaning of this? Renbing slowly reached out her hand and squashed a trembling expert across the void. She looked at Xiechio. Do you think a bug like you can touch my people? Xiechio's handsome face revealed a sinister look, but it was fleeting. Why don't I understand what you mean? Who are you? Xiechio was feigning ignorance. How did he know? Trash. His men must have failed. What a piece of trash. He knew that he couldn't beat Renbing. He was from the myriad poison Skywyrm race. Although they were a top Fey race, it was impossible for them to reach the heavenly Dao realm with their talent and bloodline. He had encountered a fortuitous encounter, and with his personality, he was able to become the lord of the Fey god temple. But compared to Renbing had a top bloodline among dragons. Dragons were already top, so what did that mean? There were very few people in this world who could match her in terms of bloodline. She was one of those people who, as long as one didn't die, only needed time to steadily advance to the heavenly Dao realm with her bloodline. As for how far one could go in the heavenly Dao realm, that would depend on one's luck. The difference of one star in the heavenly Dao realm was truly the difference between heaven and earth. He really didn't dare provoke Renbing. If there's a next time, I'll stomp you to death. After Renbing said that, her figure vanished. Xiechio clenched his fists tightly. At the very least, he was one of the Fey gods. In terms of status, he was on the same level as Renbing. Yet, he was being looked down upon and humiliated by Renbing. How could he be any better? Of course not. However, he really couldn't afford to offend Renbing. The entire 9th Fey God Temple and the entire myriad poison Skywyrm race, including him, might not be Renbing's match. Perhaps his realm wasn't much different from hers, but only they knew how terrifying top dragons were. Dragons were the race with the most terrifying destructive power in the world. No one dared to clash head-on with dragons. Furthermore, ignoring their terrifying destructive power, dragons also had one of the best defenses. Creatures like dragons were so perfect that it was terrifying. It was also the reason why dragons had such a high standing. Your Excellency, isn't this Renbing too arrogant? She doesn't think anything of Your Excellency. A man walked to Xiechio's side and said angrily, "Humph. I want to see how long this Renbing can last. There will come a day when this supremacy will make you submit." Xiechio said viciously. Elsewhere, Lin Xian received Yi and Lu Yufan. Not bad. You're already at the law realm? Lin Xian smiled as he looked at the two youthful beauties. They were really youthful beauties. They weren't like Morong Yu and Han Chuxue, who were conquered at first sight. After all, they were still young and hadn't completely grown up. In another 2 years, when they completely grew up, they definitely wouldn't be inferior to them. Yes, and I have been super diligent during this period. We haven't been to the demonic beast domain as many times in our lives. Now that we've reached the law realm, we feel invincible. Lu Yufan said as she waved her fist in the air. Back then, they were only at the Qi building realm. He didn't expect them to reach the law realm in such a short time. However, because they could farm monsters to increase their realm, this wasn't a big deal. If you spent all your time farming outside and ignored the dangers, your realm would definitely increase very quickly. Of course, this realm's increase would become slower and slower. In the past, Lin Xian felt that the mysterious heaven realm's increase in realm was already slow enough. However, when he reached the law realm, he realized that, damn, this law realm's increase in realm was really slow. He had a lot of opportunities to reach this level. What if he didn't? What if he was just an ordinary martial artist? Yi also nodded. She glanced at Lin Xian and asked, Lin Xian, you should be at the domain realm, right? Yes, I've just reached the domain realm. That's why you guys have improved quite quickly. I heard that you can comprehend the laws at the law realm, but how do you comprehend them? How did you comprehend them at that time? Yi asked expectantly. As the people around them became stronger one by one, they increasingly realized that they had to improve their own strength. Otherwise, they would really be just a vase. No one was willing to be a vase. It depended on whether you dared to work hard and whether you dared to take that step. Fortunately, they took that step. From then on, these two girls were no longer ordinary and just beautiful girls. I'm a little special. To be honest, I'm not too sure about the specific process of comprehending the laws. When the time comes, you can ask in the group. Many people will answer you. Lin Xian was really a little special. Everyone in the group was an expert. Anyone who had reached the law realm had comprehended the laws. Ling Ying, Han Chuxue, Murong Qing, Ling Long Shui, and the others were even more experienced than him. Okay. The two girls nodded. Today, they were dressed beautifully because Lin Xian told them that they were going to attend a party, so they had to dress more formally. Yo, I feel like you've grown bigger after not seeing you for a while. Lin Xian moved closer to Lu Yufan and said with a smile. Lu Yufan's pretty face blushed slightly. Get lost. I'm already very big. Lu Yufan rolled her eyes, but she was actually quite happy. Then why don't you make a move? Do you want me to take the initiative? Since they confirmed their relationship until now, they had only kissed once. Big pig trotter. But you're still not as big as Yi. Lin Xian looked at Yi with a smile. Yi's pretty face also blushed slightly. Then you can't touch me. Lu Yufan said unhappily. Who said that? Yi, are you going to let me touch you or not? Lin Xian then moved closer to Yi. Yi, my new book, I randomly choose a new system every day, needs support. Sob sob sob. Please vote for the new book. Please, the child is going to cry. Sob sob sob. Chapter 1087. Yi and Lin Xian didn't have any special relationship. At least, they hadn't established a relationship yet. If Lin Xian were to pursue her, he should be able to succeed. After all, her favorability towards him was already very high. These two girls were the first girls that Lin Xian met after he obtained the Adonis system. They had always been by his side. Therefore, Lin Xian's feelings towards them were quite special. However, Yi and Xiao Runing hadn't triggered any missions yet. This made Lin Xian feel very strange. When Yi heard Lin Xian's words, her pretty face blushed slightly. Nope. Then, she said softly. Pfft. Lu Yufan couldn't help but laugh out loud. Someone still thinks that he's very charming. Lu Yufan was overjoyed to see Lin Xian deflated. Be careful, I'll beat you up. Lin Xian fiercely glared at Lu Yufan. Ha ha ha. Lu Yufan made a face at Lin Xian. The gala wasn't far from here. Lin Xian liked to chat and bicker with them, so he simply walked there. Lin Xian, what gala are you bringing us to? Lu Yufan asked curiously. I don't know either. An Xian invited me. Lin Xian said. Wow. Are you saying that an Xian will be there too? Of course, they knew that Lin Xian and an Xian knew each other. Of course, they had seen an Xian before. However, there was one thing to know. An Exion's gala was definitely not ordinary. Yi also said happily, maybe it's a celebrity gala? We might see a lot of celebrities. After all, the two girls were still young. It was normal for them to like celebrities. Ling Ying and the others liked celebrities, but they were definitely not die-hard fans. I think so. I don't know either. I'm just going to have fun. It's boring to stay at the martial arts academy for so long. Lin Xian shrugged and said, and I can't go even if we wanted to. Lu Yufan's cute little nose wrinkled slightly. We'll definitely be able to go next year. Yi said with some determination. To be able to go to the martial arts academy, ranking aside, as long as they could enter, she felt that it was a recognition of her strength. Compared to many people in the martial arts academy, you're actually a few years younger. Next year, you might reach the domain realm and have a high chance of entering the martial arts academy. However, the martial arts academy is filled with geniuses. You have the water attribute, and Fan, you have the wood attribute. Both of them aren't rare attributes, so you must cultivate these two attributes to the extreme before you can have a place in the martial arts academy. Lin Xian said. Although Lin Xian didn't go to the beast domain with them, he could see how hard they worked from the fact that they had reached the law realm in such a short time. He vaguely remembered that when he first met them, they were really ordinary young ladies. Other than being beautiful, there was nothing special about them. At that time, Ling Ying and Han Chuxue were both beautiful and powerful. They might not have noticed this at that time, but as the people around them became more and more powerful, they increasingly felt that they couldn't be ordinary anymore. Then, they began to work hard. Perhaps the environment they grew up in was more harmonious. For example, although Ling Ying and Han Chuxue were born well, they were born in a place like Chengdu, one of the 8 great families. The pressure was especially great. It was normal for them to work hard from a young age to improve themselves. Yi and Lu Yufan didn't have such pressure. In addition, their attributes were very ordinary. However, it was fine as long as they weren't content with the status quo. In fact, they weren't content with the status quo. They were working hard to improve themselves, which made Lin Xian like them even more. We will work hard. My goal is to learn from Senior Ling Ying. Lu Yufan clenched her fists. How should I put it? Lin Xian rubbed his chin. As he walked forward, he said, it's good to set a goal for yourself, but you shouldn't choose someone who is completely different from you. Ling Ying has the dark attribute, and you have the wood attribute. You two are not of the same type. It might not be good for you to learn from her. The biggest advantages of your wood attribute are healing and control. In terms of attribute positioning, you are a support. But I don't want to be a support. I want to be the center. Lu Yufan pouted slightly. Me too. Yi said. The water attribute is actually more of a support attribute. The water attribute is also healing and control. Of course, it's inevitable for you two to improve your combat ability. However, why do I hope that you two can study your own attributes? Because you may need attributes to achieve yourself. Close combat ability is icing on the cake. Lin Xian said. But why do you want Xintong to work hard to improve her combat ability? Her attributes are light and water. They are also considered support attributes. Lu Yufan asked, perplexed. So, as you said, she has 2 attributes. The situation is rather special. Tell me, for example, Fan, the wood attribute is the most powerful control attribute. Yet, you don't work hard to cultivate it. Instead, you focus on improving your close combatability. Do you think that's right? Lin Xian continued, what I'm trying to say is that you guys shouldn't be like Xintong and put your lives on the line to improve your combat prowess. It's fine if you want to improve your combat prowess, but don't forget where your strengths lie. But it's very weak. Lu Yufan pulled her tiny head. Then, do you know that a top human expert at the Heavenly Tao realm is of the wood attribute? Just a pure wood attribute? If you want to form an elite battle team, her existence as a top-notch, skilled control-type warrior is the soul of the team. Once a wood attribute warrior cultivates to the phenomenal success stage, it will be extremely terrifying. There's no such thing as a weakest attribute, only a weakest warrior. Just her wood attribute alone can reach the heavenly Tao realm, so why do you despise her? Lin Xian asked. Lu Yufan lowered her head and pondered. You're right. Her beautiful eyes shimmered with a glint. Right? And I believe you should understand. Don't belittle yourself, and don't belittle your own attributes. Got it. Yi nodded slightly as well. Yes, Lin Xian was right. There was no such thing as a weak attribute, only a weak warrior. If they were unwilling to accept and believe in their very ordinary attributes, how could they become a powerful warrior? Others could use the most basic attributes to become a top-notch existence, so why should they despise it? Thank you, Lin Xian. Yi hurriedly looked at Lin Xian. Don't just thank me verbally. Do something more substantial. Lin Xian then leaned his face over and gently tapped his cheek. His meaning was very clear. Lu Yufan pursed her lips and then stomped her foot down. Ayo. Chapter 1088. Soon, the three of them arrived at their destination, chatting and laughing. Jinling Palace. Lin Xian was speechless as he looked at the three words above the huge, golden, and resplendent building. Why didn't he notice such a luxurious place in Lin and city before? It wasn't a hotel or a restaurant. Jinling Palace was a huge, luxurious business club. As for what it was formal. There was a small casino, a luxurious KTV, and a golf course behind Jinling Palace. That's right, Jinling Palace was in the suburbs. Lin Xian and the others didn't live in the city center. It was about 3 kilometers away from here. Usually, there would be large-scale parties held here, such as the Spring Festival, the Lantern Festival, the Mid-Autumn Festival. Anyway, all the high-ranking officials and nobles would be invited to these parties. The boss of Jinling Palace seemed to be quite powerful and had a wide network. I heard that the boss of Jinling Palace is the richest man in Lin and city. Yi said. Oh. No, the former richest man must be Lin Xian now. Lu Yufan said with a smile. To be the richest man in Lin and city, his assets must be in the hundreds of billions. What does he do? I think his main business is an entertainment company. Oh right, I remember. I heard an Xian mention in the group 2 days ago that the boss of Jinling Palace is her company's boss. Jinling Palace is just her boss's hobby. He likes to open places for entertainment and to gather people together. No wonder an Xian came to this party. Lu Yufan said. There's such a thing. Lin Xian rubbed his chin and said, he's still not the richest man in Lin and city. Does that mean that I'm the richest man in this city because I opened Qianda Plaza? Well, anyway, I heard that she started from scratch here, so she should be the richest man here, right? Well, that's about right. Lin Xian's interest was piqued. Why? Because he wanted to make the entire Lin and city his power. If an Xian's boss had a lot of big companies in Lin and city, Lin Xian had to take him down. Hey, Lin Xian. Fan. In front of them, a girl wearing a cap and sunglasses greeted them happily. They didn't hear her voice, but judging from her attire, she must be an Xian. Miao Xiao Miao stood beside an Xian, eating a lollipop. She glanced at Lin Xian and the others and greeted them. Then, she was chatting with someone on her phone. She seemed to be very busy. Lin Xian and the others walked over. What are you looking at? Lin Xian moved closer to Miao Xiaomiao. I'm chatting with Big Sister Morong. Isn't that your business? My business? It's that signal receiver. Whoa. Lin Xian grinned and Miao Xiaomiao rolled her eyes. Lu Yufan, Yi, and an Xian were chatting. They were really an Xian's fans and knew every single one of an Xian's songs. Hence, when they saw an Xian's true self for the first time, they were extremely excited. Lin Xian, let's go in together. An Xian said. Okay. Following that, the group of people walked in together. There were countless luxury cars parked outside Jinling Palace. None of them were worth less than 800,000 yuan. One could imagine what kind of party this was. "Where's that Zi Chue?" Lin Xian asked from behind. "Huh? Zi Chue? Could it be that Zi Chue?" Hearing Lin Xian's words, Lu Yufan showed a surprised and excited expression. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. The two most popular female celebrities in modern times, Zi Chue and an Xian. But there were definitely more people who liked Zi Chue. Even those in their 30s and 40s were infatuated with her, although Zi Chue was only 27 or 28 years old. "It's that Zi Chue. Wow. Zi Chue is here too? Why did she come to this party? She's so amazing," Lu Yufan said in shock. Yi also had a surprised expression. She had attended Zi Chue's concert before, but only once because she didn't have much time. Moreover, the tickets for her concert were really hard to get. Other amazing celebrities sold out in 3 seconds, but she only took 1 second. It might even take less than 1 second. It was a kind of luck method to get tickets. How to compete? There was a special software to buy tickets. All the fans were waiting in front of their mobile phones or computers. The moment the tickets were sold, tens of thousands of people would buy them together. Therefore, at this time, the network speed and luck played an important role. You might directly show that the purchase was successful, but most people would be stuck on that page. When you refreshed the page, you would find that the ticket was gone. It was that cruel. And Xian's concert tickets were basically the same. All the super popular celebrities' tickets were like this. Because Sister Chue was also invited. Originally, she wouldn't have come, but Sister Chue happened to come here to find Lin Xian, and then she came to this party. An Xian explained as she walked forward. "Wow." Lu Yufan couldn't help but exclaim. Her big eyes looked at Lin Xian with little stars. "So amazing. Zi Chue actually came to find Lin Xian. This man is glowing." "Why?" Yi asked in confusion. You're stupid. Lin Xian wrote songs for Sister Chue before. You learned it from me. Sister Chue must have seen that Lin Xian is very special, so she wanted to see Lin Xian. Lu Yufan said. Yi suddenly understood, and her small face was a little red. Why didn't she think of this? Logically speaking, she should have thought of it directly. By the way, what are we doing tonight? Lin Xian asked. Tonight is the star stage because the boss of Jinling Palace is the boss of Imperial Entertainment, which is the company I'm in now. Basically, all the stars who are signed by Imperial Entertainment are here. Many of them are famous, and even some seniors are here. I don't know what they're going to do, but after all, they're all stars. They're going to sing, an Xian said. Then why are they coming to this small city? Lin Xian didn't understand. An Xian said, because the boss's grandparents are old. This party is actually held by her for them. Today is the boss's grandfather's 80th birthday. Although the elders are very healthy, the boss doesn't want them to travel, and it's dangerous to take a plane, so she held the party here. Then tonight will probably be a group of flatterers. Miao Xiaomiao muttered. More or less. After all, Imperial Entertainment is one of the top entertainment companies in the whole continent. The boss has countless resources in her hands. Too many second-tier stars want to take advantage of this opportunity to rise to the top. If they can please the boss's grandparents, their future will be bright. An Xian was also very thorough. Chapter 1089. Lin Xian shook his head helplessly. This was probably a very common phenomenon in society. It couldn't be helped. Sometimes, people did need help to climb higher. For example, if you walked against the wind, you might walk faster if you lowered your head. Sometimes, you really did need to lower your head in order to walk further. Fortunately, he probably didn't need it. Lin Xian suddenly thought of something. Why didn't you say so earlier? It's her birthday. Since we're here, shouldn't we bring some gifts? Lin Xian asked. No need. Lin Xian, you're not here for anything. You were invited. I told the boss that she wants it to be lively. She'll be happy if there are more people. An Xian said. That's good. Otherwise, it won't look good. Lin Xian shrugged. Oh, right. An Xian suddenly thought of something and said, tonight's party will be broadcasted live. Huh? They were all stunned for a moment. Because many celebrities have signed contracts with a live broadcast platform, and the boss wants it to be more lively, she said there will be a live broadcast. I'm afraid there will be hundreds of thousands, millions, or even tens of millions of viewers, an Xian said. Although tonight's party couldn't be compared to the Spring Festival Gala, how many celebrities would be there? If the fans of an Xian and Zi Qiuan knew that they would appear on the live broadcast, they would definitely wait in front of their phones and computers. That means there will definitely be singing and dancing tonight. Lin Xian said helplessly. What was there to broadcast if they didn't sing and dance? I think so. An Xian nodded. Wow. Then, Lin Xian, do you want to? Lu Yufan was actually Lin Xian's little fangirl. Yi and Miao Xiaomao were also fangirls. It was just that she was more arrogant. She was actually looking forward to it. Why? You want me to sing? Give up. Lin Xian rolled his eyes. No, no. Lu Yufan ran to Lin Xian's side and hugged Lin Xian's arm, swinging it back and forth. She said coquettishly, I want to hear you sing. I've never heard you sing before. I've only seen it in videos. I want to see it. I'm not here for anything. I don't need flattery. Why should I sing? As for what you want to hear, I'll sing for you when we go to the recording studio, okay? Lin Xian rolled his eyes. Lu Yufan pouted. All right. I don't want to show off in front of millions or tens of millions of viewers. I hate being judged the most, Lin Xian said. That's right, and you'll be recognized. Lu Yufan nodded. Lin Xian didn't like being recognized. Otherwise, people would come up to him and ask for his autograph like a celebrity. That would be a disaster. But some people just liked this kind of scene. There was nothing he could do about it. As they chatted, they came to a huge back. 2 bodyguards were standing there. Here. An Xian handed over the invitation card. Please come in. Then, they opened the door and walked in together. Wow. Seeing the scene in front of them, everyone couldn't help but exclaim. It was a golf course. It was night time and it was exceptionally beautiful. However, it was not dark because there were various lights around it. There was also a huge stage. There were many people in the huge golf course. Everyone was chatting with each other. Everyone was dressed in bright and beautiful clothes. There were handsome men and beautiful women. Soft music was playing on the golf course. So many celebrities. Wow. That's Qin Gu. Wow. And Zhang Chaowei. Her Majesty is here too. Wow. What kind of celestial party is this? Lu Yufan's mouth was slightly agape as she exclaimed in shock. Lin Xian also saw some familiar faces, but he didn't know who they were. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose and said embarrassedly, there seem to be a lot of beautiful ladies. Of course, they're all female celebrities. They're definitely pretty. An Xian took off her cap and sunglasses and said with a smile. What are you doing? Lu Yufan's cute little nose wrinkled. Nothing. No matter how pretty they are, they're not as pretty as you guys. Lin Xian laughed. Humph, wow. Hugu, it's Hugu. Lu Yufan suddenly saw a handsome man. Yi also looked surprised when she saw him. Hugu. Lu Yufan and Yi ran over excitedly, looking like little fangirls. Lin Xian. Wow. And you're talking about me. These two. Lin Xian said helplessly. Miao Xiaomiao also walked over silently. Lin Xian's mouth opened wide. Damn. This girl also went over? Hugo, I really like him too. I feel that he's the best out of all the male celebrities. Xian also walked over. The three girls were asking for Hu Ge's autograph. When they got the autograph, they were overjoyed. Other than many celebrities, there were also many daughters and young masters from big families. Therefore, Hugo wasn't surprised. Teacher Hugo. Xian walked over and greeted him. Xian, the latest songs are very nice. Hugo said with a smile. Teacher Hu Ge's new TV series is also super good. I've been following it. Xian said cutely. That's my honor. Ha ha ha. Hugo laughed. Lin Xian glanced at them. He knew this Hugo. He was an A-list male celebrity. He had never been involved in any scandals. His good reviews in the industry were off the charts. There was nothing to criticize about his EQ and character. Moreover, he was really handsome. Lin Xian quite liked him. He wouldn't be jealous. It was normal for Lu Yufan and the girls to be fans of celebrities. When they saw the real person, it was normal for them to go over and ask for his autograph. "Oh right, is Lin Xian here?" Hugo asked Xian. "Ah, Teacher Hugo." Hugo smiled and said, "I quite like him. Those songs are very nice. I want to get to know him. It's good to add him on WeChat." Lin Xian, Xian hesitated. Lin Xian didn't like to show his face and didn't want to expose his identity. "I know." Lin Xian definitely doesn't want others to know. Hugo glanced at Lin Xian, who was eating a cake not far away. "It's him, right?" He saw that Xian came with him. Xian had never developed in Lin and City. She didn't have any friends of the opposite sex here. If she did, it would be Lin Xian. "Don't worry, I'm very tight-lipped. I just want to get to know him." Hugo smiled and then walked over. "Hi, I'm Hugo." Hugo then greeted Lin Xian. "Hello." Lin Xian swallowed the cake in one bite and shook his hand. "I really like you, especially my sister. She's your #1 fan. I wonder if we can add each other on WeChat? If my sister knows that I got your WeChat, she'll be so jealous." Hugo smiled. "Of course. Thank you. Don't worry, I won't expose you." Hugo turned her head after she finished speaking. "Teacher Chiue." Hugo then smiled and looked at a girl walking over. Chapter 1090. In their line of work, they liked to call each other teachers. As long as you had a certain level of achievement, you would be called a teacher even if you were young. Zi Chiue, who was wearing a purple evening dress, looked at Hugo with a smile. The white rose brooch on her chest was strung with a white pearl necklace. Her beautiful chestnut long curly hair fluttered in the wind and draped over her slender waist. Her slightly pursed thin cherry lips were even more delicate and alluring. Her beautiful eyes had an unfathomable feeling. Her white and pink crystal heart earrings were hidden in her hair, and the cross pendant bracelet on her hand shone with a dazzling light. She was a very delicate woman, flirtatious, beautiful, noble, and mature. She was like a second Murong Qing, but not the same. No wonder she was so popular. Besides being talented, she was indeed very beautiful. "Teacher Chiue, you are getting more and more beautiful." Hugo gently shook Zi Chue's hand. "Teacher Hugo, you are also getting more and more handsome." Zi Chue smiled and said softly, "Ha ha ha, Teacher Chue, don't call me teacher. I don't deserve it. Since Teacher Hugo said so, you don't have to call me teacher. Ha ha ha." Zi Chue looked very lively and said with a smile, "By the way, there is a new show next month. I want to invite Teacher Chiue to take a look and cooperate with me." Zi Chue pondered for a moment and said, "I may not have time next month. Let's wait for the announcement. I need to read the script first." "No problem. I will contact you when the time comes. I have a few friends over there. I will go and say hello," Hugo said and walked away. "Why did you pinch me?" Lin Xian looked at Lu Yufan helplessly. Zi Qiue. Zi Qiue. Lu Yufan pinched Lin Xian's arm hard as if she was holding back something. She was so excited that she was afraid that if she didn't pinch Lin Xian's arm, he would scream. An Xian would give people a feeling that they could touch her, but heavenly consort Zi Qiue was like someone from another world. Her status was too high, and people couldn't help but feel that she was very far away from her world. Suddenly, she appeared in front of you. That kind of feeling was unreal. Lin Xian also looked at Zi Qiue. It had to be said that this woman was really beautiful. She was not a demon, but she made a man want to sleep with her. That kind of feeling was very strong. Perhaps it was because everyone knew that she was the heavenly concubine, Zi Qiue, so they felt that if they could sleep with such a star, that kind of pleasure would be great. Ding! You have triggered the mission. Successfully confess to Zi Qiue. Mission reward: Divine rank random attribute 5-star martial skill. Mission time limit: 3 months. Mission punishment: Gigi's length is shortened by 5 centimeters. System prompt: Immortal Qi in Lin Xian's mind as expected. Lin Xian knew that seeing her would trigger a mission, and it really did. Divine level martial skill. To be honest, Lin Xian really wanted a deity-ranked martial skill. Until now, he really didn't have a deity-ranked martial skill. In the past, he had the opportunity to obtain one, but he changed the reward. However, Lin Xian didn't regret it at all. Although there was a saint rank above the divine rank, Lin Xian really didn't know how strong a saint rank martial skill was. He felt that a heaven rank martial skill was already unbelievably strong. However, the most important thing now was this Zi Qiue. The heavenly concubine was high and mighty. She was the boss of the entertainment industry. Countless people paid attention to her every move. From her debut until now, she had made countless records and won countless awards. She had never been involved in any scandals. She was indeed high and mighty. Lin Xian didn't know what such a woman lacked. She had fame and fortune, and she also had money. There was no need to talk about freedom. With such a status, even if she didn't have her own company, even if she still joined another company, it was impossible to easily restrict her. Like an Xian, Lin Xian at least knew what she wanted. She wanted to write more and better songs, she wanted to win more awards. Therefore, Lin Xian felt that the path of pursuing Zi Qiue was confusing. The only way was, Zi Qiue came to find him because of the songs, so she should care about the songs a lot, right? Sister Qiue. An Xian ran in front of Zi Qiue like a little fangirl. Zi Qiue smiled and rubbed an Xian's hair. You're getting more and more beautiful. Sister Qiue is the most beautiful. Sister Qiue, that. An Xian then looked at Lin Xian, who was not far away. Lin Xian also looked over. Zi Qiue smiled and nodded. Then, she walked towards Lin Xian. She was quite tall. She probably reached Lin Xian's ears. She was definitely more than 1.7 meters tall. Because of her height, she deliberately didn't wear high heels. Hello, Mr. Lin Xian. Zi Qiue smiled and reached out her hand to Lin Xian. Hello. Lin Xian reached out and shook her hand. Of course, many people were paying attention to this scene. Many of them didn't expect the heavenly concubine to attend this banquet. Naturally, everyone wanted to know her. She was the heavenly concubine. However, they didn't have the right to strike up a conversation with her, nor did they dare to. Basically, they were all celebrities. Anyone who struck up a conversation with her would be ruined by bad news. They could only politely greet her. They didn't dare to say anything more. Of course, in addition to celebrities, there were also many young masters and daughters of big families here. Not only were they from Lin and city, but there were also many people from other cities. Anyway, the entire golf course was full of lights and people. There were at least 700 or 800 people. It was really lively. Lu Yufan, Yi Yi, and even Miao Xiaomao were very nervous. They really liked Zi Qiue. They felt warm when they saw an Xian, but they were nervous when they saw her. I didn't expect Mr. Lin Xian to be so young. Zi Chue smiled. The heavenly concubine is also very young. It's just a nickname given by others. Mr. Lin Xian, don't mind it. If you can also call me Sister Chue like an N. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose and nodded. Zi Chue was really surprised. She didn't ask an Xian about Lin Xian. She had seen him in the video, but she couldn't see him clearly and didn't know his age. Today, she saw him as a little boy around 20 years old. He was so young. It was reasonable for him to be so talented. However, it was really amazing for him to write such a deep song at such a young age. For Zi Chue, she loved music very, very much. Music was her life. Her dream was to be good at music. She treated music seriously and wholeheartedly. Every song she wrote was free. She even bought the copyright of the songs she sang in variety shows from the program group and gave them to her fans for free. Yes, she didn't make music to make money. She hoped that more people would like to listen to her music. She also set an example for an Xin, which led an Xin to do the same. Chapter 1091. Zi Chue hoped that every song in her album would be a good song. She had been working hard and writing her own songs. There were also many people who came to visit her and sold their songs to her. She would read every song, and if she thought it was good, she would really record it in her own album. Therefore, Lin Xian had indeed amazed her. She felt that this person was very talented. She felt that this person could write a lot of good songs. She also hoped that she could have more popular songs. Therefore, she came. Her purpose was very simple and pure. Of course, it was not for money or fame. She did not lack it. She just wanted to make her life in music better. Not every song that was written by oneself was perfect. Everyone had a time when they were at their wits' end and had reached a bottleneck. It was enough to be able to sing the flavor and meaning of a song and resonate with the listener. Talented people really shine. They can attract the attention of beautiful girls. Zi Chue's beautiful eyes glanced at Lu Yufan, Yi Yi, and Miao Xiaomiao, who were beside Lin Xian, and said with a smile, "Sister Chue is too kind. What attracts them is not my talent, but my handsomeness." Lin Xian said with a grin. Pfft. Zi Chue could not help but laugh. This scene was seen by many people. Where Zi Chue went, what she was doing, and who she was chatting with, they would all pay attention to it. The live broadcast had not been broadcasted yet, so everyone was more easygoing. Because they were all celebrities, they were more reserved. At least for now, it was very difficult to show off and slap people in the face. This was because the occasion was different. Bah! Lu Yufan and Miao Xiaomiao could not help but spit. How shameless! This bastard could still be so indecent in front of Zi Chue. There was really no one else like him. Well, I think it makes sense. Sometimes, I think that a person's talent will make them more elegant and handsome. Zi Chue smiled. Sister Chue, are you saying that I'm not handsome? Lin Xian scratched his head. That's not what I meant. It's just that I've been in the entertainment industry for a long time and have gotten used to all kinds of handsome guys. I'm immune to them. However, it's rare to see girls as beautiful as these sisters in the entertainment industry. Zi Chue looked at Lu Yufan and said. She had been in the entertainment industry and had seen too many beautiful women. There were many real beauties in the entertainment industry, but most of them were painted with makeup. She could see the natural beauty of Lu Yufan and the others. If their looks could appear on the big screen, she could imagine how beautiful they would be. After being praised by Zi Chue, their hearts were filled with sweetness and happiness. Teacher Chue, I'm also your fan. Lu Yufan said excitedly. Then let's have a meal together and go karaoke when you're free. Zi Chue smiled. Can I? Why not? Wow. Lu Yufan couldn't help but exclaim. Mr. Lin Xian, do you want to arrange a time to have a meal and sing a song? Zi Chue then looked at Lin Xian with a smile and asked. I have no problem with that. The problem is that if your fans and paparazzi take pictures of us, what's wrong with that? Do you still care about that, Mr. Lin Xian? Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose and said, I don't want others to see us. It will disturb my life. That's easy. Just wear a cap and a mask. Those paparazzi can't break into the private room where we eat and secretly take pictures, right? Okay. Lin Xian saw that Lu Yufan, Yi Yi, and even Miao Xiaomao were looking forward to it, so he simply agreed for them. In fact, he didn't agree for them. Zi Qiue had triggered the task. Lin Xian also wanted to get along with her and cultivate a good impression of her. He wanted to see when he could complete the task. Then it's settled. Are you free tomorrow? I'm free tomorrow. You can choose the location. I'll take them there directly. Lin Xian said. That's not a problem. Zi Qiue nodded slightly. By the way, Zi Qiue thought of something and said, Mr. Lin Xian, do you want to sing a few songs on stage later? Me? I don't think I'll sing. Lin Xian shook his head. I can see that they all want to see it. Zi Qiue glanced at Lu Yufan and said. After that, she continued, I still have a few friends to say hello to, so I won't accompany you. By the way. Zi Qiue took out her phone and shook it. Do you want to add me on WeChat? Lu Yufan and the others showed an envious expression. Wow. Zi Qiue's WeChat. Okay. Lin Xian was of course very happy. Then, the two of them added each other on WeChat. Not far away, the people who had been paying attention to them were also very surprised when they saw this scene. They didn't know what they were talking about, but they saw that Lin Xian seemed to have glanced at Zi Qiue's phone. What did this mean? Did he add her as a friend? Everyone could only think of this. Who was this person? He added Zi Qiue as a friend? Which family did he belong to? That's Lin Xian. On the other side, Liang Yu said to Wu Hongfeng next to her. Wu Hongfeng glanced at it. That's him? Well, don't underestimate him. Lin Xian and Zi Qiue's songs were indeed written by him. I didn't have a good discussion with him. I've already told you about the song My Favorite, so it's best if we don't have any contact with him today. Liang Yu said to Wu Hongfeng. I know. But the new song. Liang Yu said, I'll think of a way to get the new song. What you need to do now is to get the attention of the boss's grandparents at tonight's party. Only then can you get the boss's appreciation, get more resources, and become an A-list star. But there are many A-list stars at this party, including an Xin and Zi Qiue. How can I? Liang Yu said, don't worry, there will be a performance for everyone later. I've already bribed 2 seniors in the music industry. They will praise you. As long as you work hard and with their praise, it will be easy to get the boss's appreciation. The main thing is that you have to let the boss see your potential and strength. Your performance must be good. Okay. The so-called seniors in the music industry were definitely seniors who had a lot of experience but were not famous. Most of them were songwriters who wrote songs and lyrics. You might have heard of their songs for a certain star, but you wouldn't know who they were. Such people were not considered stars. In fact, some of them were really short of money. It was just that they had a lot of experience. On the bright side, they had been in the industry for decades. On the bright side, they had only written a few songs. Since they could come here, they might have a famous song, but it was unknown whether it was popular or not. Therefore, it was normal for such people to receive money. And it was just a few words of praise, so it was not difficult. Chapter 1092. Lin Xian, Lu Yufan, and the rest wandered around the golf course. An Xin was a superstar after all. She went to greet the people who greeted her because she knew that if she kept hanging out with Lin Xian, people might guess that he was the Lin Xian who wrote the song for her. It was fine now. When the live broadcast started, there would be so many immortal viewers and netizens. Someone would definitely find out who Lin Xian was. It was because Lin Xian was by their side. Although Lu Yufan and the others were very beautiful, this was a special occasion. It wasn't a simple evening party. Even those rich young men didn't have the intention to approach them. This kind of evening party was different from normal parties. Although there were still the same number of people, there were more celebrities. It was a special occasion. Wow! I never thought that I would be at a party with so many celebrities one day. Lu Yufan said excitedly while holding a drink. Actually, in my eyes, celebrities are quite ordinary. They are just ordinary people who appear on the big screen. Although I don't know much about the entertainment industry, I know that any Tom, Dick, or Harry can be a teacher. There are all kinds of people. Some people look bright and beautiful on the surface, but in reality, they have many fans at night. Just the three of you. If you want to be celebrities, many companies will be willing to sign you. After all, you are so beautiful. Lin Xian said. But, it's easy to be a celebrity, but it's not easy to be popular. Bullsh *T. If you want to be popular, all you need is a popular drama. The male lead is handsome, the female lead is pretty, and then you sprinkle some sugar on it and it will be popular. With such a drama, the original husband will be who, but suddenly, the husband will become someone else. Lin Xian shrugged. Indeed, this was the norm now. It was the era of little fresh meats. Those who were handsome could go from being unknown to millions of fans because of a drama, and all of them were girls. What could they do? Even gay dramas can become popular and can be filmed. Who can resist this? Therefore, Lin Xian did not like the entertainment industry. It was very fake, but there were definitely some people who were very good. Take an Xian for example. Of course, an Xian was popular because of her looks, but that was only part of the reason. The real reason was her talent. Hence, this was also why Lin Xian had helped write a few songs without even showing his face. However, a fan had created a Weibo account with millions of followers. It was all because of his talent. That's true. But I quite like my current life. I don't want to be a celebrity. Lu Yufan muttered softly. That's right. As a celebrity, you have to walk on the streets every day. What the F***ck? You're stuck in traffic for an hour just to walk 100 meters. Who can stand that? Like now, Little Fairy and the others don't come out much, because they're famous now. There are always people coming over when they walk on the road. Lin Xian said helplessly. However, it was still alright. It could be considered as a wave of advertising for the Art Xian group. It is quite troublesome. Forget it. I'm already super satisfied to be able to see these big stars, especially Zi Qiue. I wonder if Zi Qiue will be singing tonight. Lu Yufan said expectantly. I don't know. After all, she's a celebrity. But she should be able to sing. The few of them gathered together and chatted. Lin Xian's gaze also fell on Liang Yu. When he saw her, Lin Xian sneered. That song had basically been stolen by her. Lin Xian didn't want any trouble, nor did he want to look for trouble. Anyway, it wasn't a high-quality song. Lin Xian didn't care. He only hoped that they wouldn't continue to be so shameless. Otherwise, he would definitely find trouble. After about 10 minutes, a woman walked in grandly while supporting an old grandma and an old grandpa. Everyone's eyes were focused on them. Lin Xian also glanced at them. Ding! You have triggered the mission. Push down Luo Chensi. Mission reward. Activate the top domain. Mission penalty. GG disappears. Mission time limit. 3 months. The current mission has been forcibly accepted. Lin Xian, F***ck, triggered the mission? Luo Chensi? Lin Xian looked at the beautiful woman. This woman was younger than he had imagined. She was probably about the same age as Murong Qing and Zi Qiue. It was hard to imagine that a woman in her late 20s could own the top entertainment company in the mainland. An Xin was an artist under her company. Lin Xian felt that she must have inherited it. However, this woman was really beautiful and had a very elegant aura. She was wearing a black, glassy, shoulder-bearing dress that was as soft as a feather. Her green eyes were like the waves of the night sea. There was a faint and enchanting white mist around her eyes, making her even more charming. She had cherry lips, shapely eyebrows, fair skin, and a delicate oval face. She was as beautiful as a fairy who had walked out of a painting. Lin Xian felt that she looked a little familiar. Wow! Luo Chenxi, it's Luo Chenxi. Lu Yufan said in surprise when he saw her coming out. You know her? Of course, she's also a celebrity. She's very popular. I used to like her a lot, but she stopped participating in variety shows, television shows, and movies later. I heard that she started her own company and then left the entertainment industry. I didn't pay attention to her after that. I didn't expect Imperial Entertainment to be hers. Wow! Lu Yufan was a little gossipy girl and knew a lot of things very well. I've also heard that if she continues to develop her career, she might not lose to Zi Qiue. She's really beautiful. I still have all of her albums at home. Miao Xiaomiao said. Wow! How old are you? You're her fan? When I was her fan, she had already left the entertainment industry. But her songs are very nice. Miao Xiaomiao said. Luo Chenxi's beautiful eyes swept across the crowd. She was not afraid in the face of so many big shots. She helped her grandparents to their seats and then picked up the microphone to look at the crowd. At the same time, the people who were responsible for the live broadcast also turned on the live broadcast. Many people were waiting in front of their computers and mobile phones for the arrival of 8 o'clock. They knew that there would be a live broadcast tonight and they would be able to see many celebrities. However, they were not sure who exactly would be there. They clicked on the live broadcast with a curious attitude. Yun Jifan, beep beep beep, is anyone there? Am I the first bullet screen? QDD, look at my invincible power. XFJAS, everyone, let's get high. Luo Chenxi then said softly, thank you everyone for coming to this party. Today is my grandfather's 80th birthday. I want to celebrate his birthday in a young way, so I thought of this idea. I happen to own an entertainment company and have many artists under my management. I'm also very grateful to them for coming. Wow! Luo Chenxi, she's so beautiful. It's such a pity. Why did she leave the entertainment industry? Goddess. Goddess, goddess. Luo Chenxi, I love you. The camera was now facing Luo Chenxi. More and more people were watching the live broadcast. The bullet screen was crazily filled with comments about Luo Chenxi. Chapter 1093. Lin Xian glanced around. He knew that the live broadcast had started. The live broadcast was public. Everyone knew that there would be a live broadcast. Therefore, in front of tens of thousands of viewers, even if those celebrities were hypocrites, they had to act particularly likable. Because of a small action or a sentence, it could instantly set off 1,000 waves on the internet, destroy an artist, or make an artist famous. Tonight is a live broadcast. Now that the live broadcast has started, why do we have to do it? In fact, the reason is very simple. Tonight, there will be some activities similar to a party. Singing, dancing, playing the piano. It's rare to have such a good opportunity to gather everyone together. There must be countless fans in front of the mobile phone. I hope that everyone can share this joy together. Then, the bullet screen crazily flooded with words such as, Long live Luo Chenxi. The room's popularity soared from 0 to 1. 2 million in just 1 minute. Then, the total value of all the gifts received in our room tonight, I will double the money and donate it to the 3 forces in Lin and City to buy supplies for them. As a border city, Lin and City is also my hometown. I hope that it can be well. Luo Chenxi said with a smile. The bullet screen crazily flooded with words such as, Goddess. Okay, next, I will introduce a few people. Take it as an introduction to Grandpa and Grandma. Then, Luo Chenxi smiled and glanced at the 2 elders below. They were very proud. Their granddaughter was so powerful now. They were really satisfied. They did not want to do this just for their 80th birthday. It would be better to have a meal together at home. However, Luo Chenxi was not willing. It was rare for her to have time to accompany them. This time, she wanted to do it well. Welcome my good friend, heavenly consort Zi Chue. Then, Luo Chenxi spread her hands and pointed at Zi Chue, who was wearing a purple dress not far away. The camera of the live broadcast instantly turned to Zi Chue. Wow. What? Zi Chue? Damn. Oh my god. Zi Chue is also here? Damn. Where is this party in Lin and City? I am also from Lin and City. Damn. Zi Chue is also here. I want to go. Oh my god. Heavenly consort, I love you. Good luck. When the camera turned to Zi Chue, the bullet screen instantly exploded. Zi Chue smiled and waved her hand. Lin Xian immediately understood why Zi Chue had come. It turned out that they were good friends. Next, Hu Guo. She's also a good friend of mine. Everyone here today are my good friends. The bullet screen exploded again. Next, peace of mind. Luo Chenxi smiled and looked at an Xian. An Xian also smiled and greeted the camera. Relax. Goddess, I love you. When is an going to release a new song? I'm really looking forward to it. An loves you. The popularity of the room had reached 150 million. Why was it so high? Every time a celebrity appeared, their fans would send them gifts. Gifts were a part of their popularity. With a series of celebrities appearing, it was unknown how many gifts were sent. At that time, An called me and said that she wanted to stay in Lin and City. A friend here was going to help her make an album. I was puzzled at that time. With An's talent, why would she need someone to make an entire album for her? After those songs came out, I finally understood that this girl had picked up a treasure. Luo Chenxi said with a smile. An Xian's pretty face turned slightly red. Lin Xian. Where is Lin Xian? Wow. Goddess and blushed. Could it be? F***CK? Where is Lin Xian? Is Lin Xian here? The bullet screen crazily flooded with Lin Xian's name. Lin Xian, the bullet screen is all looking for you. Lu Yufan was watching the live broadcast on his phone and then elbowed Lin Xian. So be it. Wow. Lin Xian, look. Lu Yufan said in surprise. What's wrong? Lin Xian then looked over. Countless gifts were flooding in. A person with the ID Lin Xian's #1 fan was crazily spamming super rockets. In just 30 seconds, he clicked on them 100 times and 100 super rockets flew out. Moreover, the price was still rising. One rocket was worth 2,000 yuan. 100 rockets were worth 200,000 yuan. Lin Xian was dumbfounded. F***CK. He had such a fan? Luo Chenxi glanced at the bullet screen on her phone and then smiled. I'll ask you a question on behalf of the netizens. Is Lin Xian here today? The screen was flooded with comments, and the Lin Xian's #1 fan rocket had already reached 500, with a total value of 1 million, and it was still increasing. The comments were crazy, and the room's popularity had soared to 450 million. Lin Xian. He was completely dumbfounded. This fan's ID had already made it clear what he wanted. He wanted Lin Xian to appear. He wanted to hear Lin Xian sing. Lin Xian. Yi and the rest looked at Lin Xian. Money might not be a lot to Lin Xian, but this was the support of one person. At this moment, Lin Xian felt that he had so many people supporting him. A sense of pride and responsibility welled up in him. This fan started a trend. Many people imitated him and started spamming gifts. Perhaps they did not have as many gifts as he did, but they kept spamming gifts. Obviously, they were all nouveau riches, but they were sincere nouveau riches. When an Xian heard Luo Chenxi's question, she bit her lip. She did not know how to answer. Then, she stole a glance at Lin Xian. Lin Xian, who was in the crowd, nodded slightly at her. Who is and looking at? Do you see? She's looking at someone else. It's the direction she's looking at. Lin Xian is definitely there. Quick, turn the camera. The bullet screen was scrolling rapidly. He's here. An Xian said. Oh. Then Lin Xian's poor fans are in for a treat tonight. However, as far as I know, Lin Xian doesn't want his peaceful life to be disturbed. We have to respect him. As for whether Lin Xian will sing on stage later, I'm also looking forward to it, but I don't know. So, don't give him any unnecessary shots. Luo Chenxi said. Because there were many celebrities and at the same time, there were many ordinary people, young masters and daughters. Therefore, even if many people saw an Xian's gaze, and there were many men and women there, no one would know who Lin Xian was. The next person is also a new rising star in our company, Wu Hongfeng. Luo Chenxi said with a smile. Wu Hongfeng then greeted the camera with a smile. Then, Wu Hongfeng's fans spammed the screen crazily. However, Lin Xian's #1 fan was still spamming rockets. There were already 1,500 rockets, that was 30 million. When he spammed 1,000 rockets, he changed his ID to begging Lin Xian to sing on stage. F***CK. This makes me embarrassed to reject them, Lin Xian said helplessly. Chapter 1094. Lin Xian really didn't plan to sing, but wouldn't it be too heartless if he didn't come out now? To be honest, Lin Xian was touched by the fans' actions. As for the gift-giving segment, it was already over. When they first arrived, they had already sent their gifts somewhere. Naturally, this kind of gift-giving segment couldn't be broadcasted live for everyone to watch. The content of the live broadcast was more about the performances of various celebrities. Nearly 100 big and small A-list, B-list, C-list, and even C-list celebrities had basically prepared a performance. Most of them were just songs. Perhaps those 18-star celebrities were not qualified to sing. After all, the elderly couldn't stay in such an environment for too long. Well, next, let's officially start the party. There are a lot of song libraries here, various instruments, and a band. Before this, we didn't have any rehearsals. I don't even know who will come up to perform for everyone. It's all free play, so the fans in front of the mobile phone should be very happy to see such an occasion. Next, if anyone is ready, feel free to come up to the stage and perform. After Luo Chenxi finished speaking, she walked off the stage and sat next to her grandparents. Although they were free to go on stage, those 18-star celebrities definitely didn't dare to go on stage now, even if they felt that this was an opportunity to show themselves. This was because many big shots hadn't gone on stage yet. If these 18-star celebrities went on stage, they would really be scolded to death. The bullet screen was crazy. Every one of them was eager to go on stage to perform. Only a few of them were the most enthusiastic. An Xian, Zi Qiue, Wu Hongfeng, and many other A-list celebrities. Among them, Lin Xian's name also appeared frequently. Because of Lin Xian, an Xian didn't get close to Lin Xian because she knew that once she got close to Lin Xian, many people would see and guess that he was Lin Xian, although some people had already seen him. I'm going on stage. Wu Hongfeng said to Liang Yu. Don't worry, let others go first. With your status, if you go first, I'm afraid you will be scolded by many people. Liang Yu said. Wu Hongfeng then nodded. At this time, Zi Qiue slowly walked onto the stage and picked up the microphone. Today is a good day, and I've seen many good friends. I'm also very happy to be able to come here. I wish Grandpa and Grandma the best here. They should be very happy to have such an outstanding granddaughter. Zi Qiue smiled and said. She had been a guest at their house before. Luo Chenxi's grandparents knew Zi Qiue and they had a good relationship with her. Amen. If it's a performance, then I'll start it off. I'll bring everyone the song that made me famous, Daytime. I'll give it to everyone, and also give it to my grandparents. Then, there was a round of applause below. The bullet screen was rolling crazily, and the gifts were crazily refreshed. Then, the staff helped to play the accompaniment of the song, and Zi Qiue began to explain. No wonder she's so popular. Her voice and temperament are really good. Lin Xian exclaimed in admiration. Of course, that's heavenly consort Zi Qiue. She can easily sing this kind of song. Lu Yufan listened and said. Lin Xian glanced at his phone. That person was still sending rockets. He must have sent 50 million yuan already. Hey, Fan Fan, help me send a rocket. Lin Xian said to Lu Yufan. Ah. Lu Yufan looked puzzled. Change your ID to Lin Xian agrees to sing. After Zi Qiue finishes singing, send a rocket to let everyone see. Lin Xian. You're going to sing. Hearing Lin Xian's words, the three girls were very surprised. Sigh, that fan is too crazy. If I don't sing, it will be really embarrassing. Help me send a rocket and tell him to stop sending it. It's a waste of money. Lin Xian said. Oh, you're the national idol. Miao Xiaomiao laughed. What idol? I'm just an ordinary person. But, are you wearing a bra? Lend me one. The three girls. Pervert, what are you doing? I'm going to tie it on my face to cover it. Damn pervert, go to hell. Lu Yufan rolled his eyes. Lin Xian shrugged. How about a mask? Yi said. Where do you get a mask? Ask someone to send one over. You can always buy one. Lin Xian thought for a while and nodded. He sent a message to Linya and asked her to buy a mask for him. Zi Qiue finished her song very quickly. Then, she bowed slightly and walked off the stage. The bullet screen was flooded with words like, Heavenly Concubine. Lin Xian's fan was still sending rockets. This would probably be big news tomorrow. At this time, Lu Yufan changed his ID and sent a rocket, which immediately attracted everyone's attention. Super rockets were the best gift. It would be displayed on the public screen for a long time. Of course, many people saw the rocket sent by this ID and the bullet screen changed instantly. Are you Lin Xian? How did you know that Lin Xian was going to sing? Yes, please tell us. Okay, that's it. Lin Xian glanced at it and said. However, when those people saw this scene, the original gifts suddenly flew all over the sky. Those people's IDs were all fans of Zi Qiue. They were all F*King crazy. Lin Xian. How could this be? Lin Xian was dumbfounded. He meant for everyone to stop sending gifts. He was going to perform on stage. How? Everyone probably thought that you were going to perform on stage and became more excited. That's why they sent more gifts. Miao Xiaomiao explained. Lin Xian. For some celebrities, their fans were of very high quality. For example, Lin Xian's fans might not be as many as tens of millions, or even hundreds of millions, but the quality was still very high. This was because they were completely convinced by his talent. Such fans would not easily leave him. Change your ID to Don't Send Gifts. Lin Xian. Oh. Then Lu Yufan changed his ID and sent a rocket. This time, the gifts did not decrease. Instead, they increased. Lin Xian. What the hell? Lin Xian was dumbfounded. Were these people thinking differently from normal people? They probably want to see you go on stage too much. Miao Xiaomiao said. Sigh. Lin Xian sighed helplessly. Forget it. Send gifts if you have the money. Lin Xian did not care anymore. Right, have you thought of a song? Yi asked. Not yet. We'll talk about it when the time comes. Someone is probably going to show off. Lu Yufan muttered. Hey, I've never been a show-off. Someone has the nerve to say something like that. Miao Xiaomiao also muttered. Agreed. Lin Xian. Chapter 1095. After Zi Qiue finished singing, she walked off the stage and quietly chatted with others. Then, She sipped her red wine. Then, one by one, the celebrities went on stage. Zi Qiue found an opportunity and slowly walked behind Lin Xian. Mr. Lin Xian, your fans are very active in asking you to go on stage, especially this fan. She has already given you more than 100 million in gifts. Are you really not going to go on stage? Zi Qiue asked with a smile. Yes, if I don't go on stage, I will be scolded to death. Lin Xian touched his forehead. I'm looking forward to your performance, Mr. Lin Xian. I'll be waiting. Zi Qiue then slightly nodded her red wine at Lin Xian. Then, she drank it and walked away. At this time, Lin Xian's phone rang. It was Linya. Lin Xian then called an Xian. An Xian looked at Lin Xian suspiciously. An Xian, my sister is here. Help me bring them in. Okay. After a while, an Xian came in with Linya and Murong Qing. Wow, so many celebrities. It's so lively. Linya, your brother is not kind. If it weren't for you giving him the mask, he probably wouldn't let us come. Murong Qing said with a slight smile. Linya didn't say anything. When she saw Lin Xian, she walked over and handed the mask to Lin Xian. In order to avoid suspicion, an Xian tried not to be with Lin Xian. The mask was a funny clown mask. I really couldn't find any other place to sell masks. I could only buy this clown mask, Linya said to Lin Xian. Okay. Why? Are you going to sing? Murong Qing asked with a smile. Sigh, the fans have given me so many gifts. If I don't go on stage, I will be scolded to death. Lin Xian shrugged. Oh. Are you going to enter the entertainment industry? Lin Xian shook his head. Definitely not, but I can't disappoint those who like me, can I? One of them even spent more than 100 million just to get me on stage. Oh wow, you have such a rich fan. Lin Xian shrugged. It was true. To be able to do this person's assets were definitely in the hundreds of billions. Moreover, he had to have a liquid capital of a few hundred billion to have the confidence to do this. That's right. That's why I'm too embarrassed not to go. I haven't seen you sing before, little Xian. I'll take a look. Linya said happily. The one who was most surprised was definitely Linya. When did Lin Xian learn to play the piano? When did he learn to compose music? She had no recollection of it at all. All right, then wait for it. Lin Xian said with a smile. His singing skills and standard might not be that high, but he still had a lot of ideas in his head. Linya and Murong Qing deliberately left Lin Xian and watched quietly from the side. As they knew that Lin Xian did not want to expose himself, and they could easily expose Lin Xian, they walked away. Soon, an Xian went on stage. An Xian was a popular starlet. The moment she went on stage, the bullet screen exploded. An Xian sang Sunny Day, which brought the whole atmosphere to a peak. The song Sunny Day was too popular, especially at this time. The bullet screen was also crazily spamming Lin Xian. As this song was written by Lin Xian, they were crazily begging Lin Xian to go on stage. Although they directly sent rockets saying that Lin Xian would go on stage, no one knew if it was really him. There was no confirmed news. Luo Chenxi looked at an Xian with a smile. She liked an Xian the most in the company. An Xian made her see the shadow of her past self. She was very hard-working. She would not slack off because of her superior conditions. Instead, she worked harder to do everything. Because of this, she could succeed. As for Lin Xian, it could be said that he had awakened her second spring. This was also her luck and fortune. After an Xian finished singing, she bowed and ran off the stage cutely. From the beginning to the end, the bullet screen did not stop spamming Lin Xian. No matter who was singing, there were always many people spamming Lin Xian. At this time, Wu Hongfeng went on stage. I'm very honored to be able to attend such a party today, and I'm also very happy. I wish Grandpa and Grandma good health and good luck in everything. Today is the first time I've seen Grandpa and Grandma. Seeing them always reminds me of my own Grandpa and Grandma. The next song is called Favorite. It's my latest song. This song is for my fans and friends, and at the same time, it's also for Grandpa and Grandma. Wu Hongfeng said with a smile. Then, the accompaniment sounded. Feng Feng, I love you. Feng Feng, come on. Come on, Feng Feng. Feng Feng, you're the best. You'll definitely surpass an Xian. Come on. Pft. Favorite? I believe that your favorite fans are your grandpa and grandma? It's your first time seeing them and you still say that they're your favorite? Damn. Can you not be such a bootlicker? Wow. That's really disgusting. Yeah, it's fine if you didn't say anything. You've really disgusted us with that sentence. You're so wretched. The bullet screen showed two extremes. Liang Yu frowned when she saw the bullet screen. This was not good. Indeed, he might have said those words out of kindness or deliberately to please Luo Chenxi. Luo Chenxi might not have any reaction, but the audience would be very disgusted if they heard such words. He was still too young. Then, Wu Hongfeng started singing. Those who are spamming Lin Xian, that's enough. Is Lin Xian your father? Keep spamming, spamming, spamming. You can spamming other celebrities when they're singing, but please don't spamming our Feng Feng, okay? Who does Lin Xian think he is? He doesn't even dare to show his face. Is he more handsome than our Feng Feng? F***CKU. What kind of stupid woman is upstairs? How can Lin Xian be spammed? Wow. What right does she have to spam Lin Xian? Why doesn't he show his face? He's not doing it for fame and fortune. How can someone spam him? I'm convinced. That's disgusting. This kind of woman is a brainless fan. Why can't we spam Lin Xian? Then what did you say about those spamming Zi Qiue? Stupid things. After Wu Hongfeng finished singing, he bowed and walked off the stage. Chenxi, I see that people keep talking about Lin Xian. Who is this Lin Xian? Luo Chenxi's grandfather asked doubtfully. As the phone was in front of them, Luo Chenxi had been paying attention to the bullet screen. Naturally, she saw that people had spammed Lin Xian with so many gifts. Her grandparents naturally saw it too. Lin Xian. How should I put it? I haven't seen him before, but recently, he wrote a few songs for Qiue and an Xian. Every song became a hit. However, he hasn't shown his face since an Xian's concert. He's unwilling to join the entertainment industry, but he's very talented. Because of his talent, he has accumulated a lot of fans. This child is good. There are very few children who don't care about fame and fortune like him. Is he here too? Luo Chenxi's grandfather asked. He's here, but I don't know who he is. At this moment, several people's eyes fell on a person wearing a clown mask. He walked up to the stage. Chapter 1096. On this occasion, a person wearing a mask walked up to the stage. Everyone was extremely surprised. Wait a minute. Who needed to wear a mask on stage? Lin Xian. Lin Xian also appeared in the live broadcast. When everyone saw Lin Xian on stage, half of them were confused. The other half guessed that it was Lin Xian. It's Lin Xian. It must be Lin Xian. Only Lin Xian doesn't want to show his face. He's the only one who wears a mask. Really? Is it really Lin Xian? It should be, right? Lin Xian, Lin Xian, Lin Xian. The bullet screen exploded in an instant. Luo Chenxi looked at Lin Xian, who was wearing a mask. Lin Xian had taken off his jacket. Moreover, he was inconspicuous. Once he took off his jacket, no one would know that they had seen this person wearing this before. They would not be able to recall him at all. Zi Qiue looked at Lin Xian with a smile. She was really looking forward to what Lin Xian would sing. Would he sing his previous songs or a new song? Of course, everyone was looking forward to Lin Xian singing a brand new song that had never been released before. Lin Xian picked up the microphone. Hey, hey, hey. Everyone. Lin Xian then coughed dryly and spoke into the microphone. Of course, He was speaking to the people in the live broadcast room. I'm Lin Xian. Wow, in an instant, the live broadcast room exploded when they heard his words. Why did Lin Xian cause an uproar in the live broadcast room again? This was because he had an absolute sense of expectation for everyone, and this sense of expectation was especially important. As for the celebrities below, many of them actually hoped to get to know Lin Xian. They did not dare to promise anything else, but this person's songs were really good. If they could get to know him or become friends with him, they could casually write a song or two for him. With Lin Xian's quality, he would definitely be noticed. Friends who have been sending gifts just now, please stop. You've already sent a lot. The point is that even if you send gifts, they won't reach me. It's a huge loss. Everyone, ha ha ha, F*CK. It's so F*King realistic. No, I feel that if Lin Xian joined the entertainment industry, he would definitely be a hit in a few variety shows. It's a pity that he doesn't like to join the entertainment industry. We have to respect his choice. Lin Xian then continued, some people keep asking me to join the entertainment industry. I have to emphasize this matter here. This is not the life I like. I like to live a quiet and ordinary life. I don't want to be disturbed, so this is also the reason why I'm wearing a mask today. I didn't intend to sing at first, but I can't resist everyone's hospitality. I feel that if I don't come up, I'll probably be scolded to death. If they can't find a place to scold me, they'll probably go to an Xian to scold me. Lin Xian said helplessly. Pfft. An Xian could not help but laugh. Lin Xian, your fans are strongly urging you to sing a new song. Luo Chenxi smiled at Lin Xian and said, a new song. Lin Xian scratched his head, then thought for a while and said, all right, I happen to have one. I'll sing it here. Although it might not be suitable for the current situation, I think it's quite good. After saying that, Lin Xian sat in front of the piano and put the microphone there. As this was Lin Xian's new song, there was no accompaniment, so he could only play and sing by himself. However, this made a man more charming. This young man is very low-key. Not bad. Chenxi, is he from your company? Luo Chenxi's grandfather asked. Grandpa, didn't he say that he doesn't want to join the entertainment industry? He doesn't want to join the entertainment industry, so how can he be from my company? Luo Chenxi said with a smile. What a pity. But I think everyone says that he's talented. Let me see how talented he is. Lin Xian placed his hands on the piano keys and exhaled slightly. The bullet screen was filled with love hearts. Everyone's attention was on Lin Xian, especially the few girls. Linya looked at Lin Xian carefully. When did he learn to play the piano? Then, the piano began to play slowly. When the first note sounded, those who were familiar with it would know that it was a good song at the very least. We all accommodate the mouth, we all hold back the truth, we all let love sprout first, we will accept the punishment, one of us will become a mute, the more we give in, the less we express. Damn. Lin Xian is indeed Lin Xian. I love him, I love him. It's another good song. This song is so sad. Is Lin Xian heartbroken? All the silence is artificial coldness, all the noise calms down after being comforted, I don't need proofy, don't need sound. At this moment, in a beautiful room, a girl was holding a laptop and sitting in a wheelchair. Her eyes were very beautiful, but there was no light in them. When she heard Lin Xian's song, she could not help but cry silently. The ID on her computer was Lin Xian's #1 fan. At this moment, the door opened and a beautiful woman walked in. Chi-Chi, I've told you too many times. The doctor said that your eyes are getting worse and worse. You can't watch electronic devices like TV and computers that have strong light radiation. Her mother walked over quickly and tried to snatch the computer away from her, but she held it tightly. Chi-Chi, be good. Seeing her like this, the beautiful woman's eyes turned red. She then gestured a few times with her hands, meaning, I want to watch. You, sigh. Her mother sighed. Then don't watch for too long. Go to bed early. Be a good girl. The girl nodded gently. Then the beautiful woman closed the door and walked out. After the song, Lin Xian bowed and was about to leave. The bullet screen was flooded with positive comments. However, seeing that Lin Xian was about to leave, the bullet screen was crazily flooded with comments asking for another song. Previously, even an Xin and Zi Qiue only had a few comments asking for another song. However, Lin Xian. Everyone was asking for another song. Lin Xian, everyone wants you to sing another song. Luo Chenxi looked at Lin Xian with a smile. Lin Xian touched the tip of his nose. Seriously, he just wanted to sing a song. What was he going to do now? Well, then it's the last song. I don't have any new songs, so I'll sing the next one. Lin Xian scratched his head and said, I don't believe it. Yes. I don't believe it. Sing 2 more songs. When can you publish it, brother? The song just now was very nice. Lin Xian couldn't see the bullet screen from where he was. It was Luo Chenxi who told Lin Xian about the situation. Then the next song should be a more positive song. I hope to give it to every friend. Everyone will encounter hardship and loss, but the light of dawn will always come. Maybe someone will bring it here. This song is called Your Answer. Chapter 1097. Maybe the world is like this. I'm still on the road. No one can tell. Maybe I can only be silent, tears in my eyes, but I don't dare to be weak. When Lin Xian played and sang the song, the entire banquet reached its climax once again. Wow! It's so good! And Xin had really become Lin Xian's little fangirl. Lu Yufan and the others had long been Lin Xian's little fangirls. Although Miao Xiaomiao didn't want to admit it, he was really glowing. Linya was even more shocked. This was Xiao Xian? And Murong Qing. She felt that this wasn't Lin Xian's style. But she had to admit that it was very nice. And the lyrics were very good. Lowering my head, looking forward to the day, accepting all the mockery, facing the wind, embracing the rainbow, walking forward bravely, the light of dawn will pass through the darkness, breaking all the fears. I can find the answer, even if I have to go against the light. I can dispel the darkness, throwing away all the burdens. I'm no longer alone. Drip, 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 in the room, the beautiful girl heard Lin Xian's song, and tears streamed down her face again. She wanted to see him. She must see him. She must see him. She had a very special disease since she was young, and it really started to recur when she was about 8 years old. First, she lost the ability to move her legs, then she lost the ability to speak, and now she was gradually losing her vision. The doctor said that in the future, she would also lose her sense of hearing, touch, taste, smell. But not long ago, she heard the song, Sunny Day, and completely fell in love with it, because she felt that the song lit up her dark sky. She began to pay attention to this person called Lin Xian. The nocturne, those flowers. Through an Xin singing, she really fell in love with this lyricist and composer. She was glad that when she could still see and hear, a song written by such a person broke into her world. Especially tonight, that mute song seemed to let her see herself. This song. Lowering my head, looking forward to the day, facing the wind, embracing the rainbow, the light of dawn will pass through the darkness. Breaking all the fears, I can find the answer. She felt that this song gave her a kind of hope. This was also why she especially liked this person called Lin Xian. It was because his songs made her see herself and resonate with him. The girl hurriedly changed her ID to Lin Xian, can I contact you? And then quickly sent rockets. As Luo Chenxi listened to Lin Xian's song, she gradually became intoxicated. This person was really talented. She had seen too many talented people, but their talents needed time to show. Perhaps today's song was very good, but the next one would need a little more time. But if a person could come up with such a good song in such a short period of time, she liked it very much. It was a pity that he wasn't willing to join the entertainment industry. However, she realized that this person could definitely nurture many top stars for her company. Because of his talent. Not only was she relieved, but if possible, she could ask him to help write songs for other celebrities and help them reach the top. Then, she saw the person in the room who had given Lin Xian hundreds of millions of yuan. He changed his ID and continued to send rockets. Interesting. When Luo Chenxi saw this, she muttered to herself. The song was quickly finished. Lin Xian said that this was the last song, so it was the last song. He didn't care how many people asked him to continue singing. In any case, he wouldn't sing again. And Xian and the rest were happily clapping for Lin Xian. Alright, I'll stop here. There are other friends who are going to sing. I'll go down first. Bye, everyone. Hey, Lin Xian, wait a moment. Luo Chenxi interrupted Lin Xian and walked up to the stage. Lin Xian looked at Luo Chenxi in confusion. This woman was also extremely beautiful and elegant. In any case, Lin Xian had already thought it through. Furthermore, he had also triggered a quest. If he could interact with her, Lin Xian was naturally willing. This fan of yours changed his ID and continued to send you gifts. He hopes to contact you. Lin Xian glanced at him. Spent hundreds of millions of yuan to contact him? Hoped to help him write songs? No one would do that. On the other side, the girl looked expectantly at Lin Xian's reaction through the camera. She was very nervous and expectant. Okay, then I'll use Boss Luo's account to send him my contact information. Is that okay? Sure. Lin Xian felt that he had sent him hundreds of millions of yuan. Although the money didn't belong to him and would be used to support the soldiers of the three forces to buy supplies for them, it proved that this person had something important to do. The girl on the other side was very excited and quickly checked her private message. I also want Lin Xian's contact information. Woo, I don't have hundreds of millions of yuan. I can't send that much. Woo. Lin Xian, can you add me? I want it too. Those fans were very jealous. They knew that she had sent so much money to Lin Xian, so it was normal for Lin Xian to give her his contact information. After all, she couldn't let him down. Moreover, the money didn't belong to Lin Xian, so he didn't do it for the money. Okay. Lin Xian then sent her his WeChat private message. Boss Luo, I wish you all the best. I have something to do at home, so I'll go back first. Lin Xian said to Luo Chenxi with a smile. Leave your contact information? Luo Chenxi waved her phone and looked at Lin Xian with a smile. Okay. After all, you're an Xian's boss and I'm her friend. If I don't give her face, it won't be good if you make things difficult for her. Ha ha ha. Lin Xian laughed. Well, you reminded me. If you have something to do, go do it. Then, the two added each other on WeChat. Lin Xian put on his clown mask and walked away. Lin Ye and Murong Qing continued to stay and watch the party. If they followed Lin Xian, someone would definitely notice. Now, there must be many paparazzi secretly taking photos of Lin Xian. They would definitely find out that Lin Xian was more popular. Lu Yufan and the others didn't follow. Lin Xian went outside and directly disappeared with the power of space. Those paparazzi? What the F***ck? Back home, Lin Xian lay on the sofa and waited for Lin Ye to come back and cook for him. Although there were many delicious dishes at the party, he still liked to eat the home-cooked dishes made by Lin Ye. He took out his phone and saw that he had 3 new friends today. One was Zi Qiue. Her profile picture was her own profile picture. It was very beautiful. Lin Xian opened her circle of friends. Basically, it was all about the entertainment industry and some of his daily life. The second person was Luo Chenxi. Her entertainment industry was more about her daily life and there were very few work-related things. Then, there was a friend request. The ID was, "Tomorrow will be better," and the profile picture was a cute kitten. Could it be that he's a hobo? Lin Xian saw this ID. Generally, men in their 40s or 50s like to use such IDs. Thinking about it, it made sense. Anyone who casually spent 100 million was probably a successful person. Chapter 1098. Those hooligans like to come up with such names, even IDs like Tomorrow is Better, Healthy Love, Tomorrow's Every, and Beautiful Distance. Therefore, in Lin Xian's opinion, this was definitely a man in his 40s or 50s. Hello. Lin Xian then sent him a message. Hello, Lin Xian, I'm your fan. The other side replied within seconds. Lin Xian then typed, thank you for your support, but don't send me gifts like this in the future. There's no need for it. I know, but I don't know how to contact you, so I thought of this method to get your attention. Lin Xian. Yes, she succeeded. She spent more than 100 million to get his attention. Amazing. Then, uncle, what's the matter? Lin Xian asked. The other side went silent. After a while, the other side sent a message. Lin Xian was completely dumbfounded. Actually, I'm a girl. Lin Xian. And no, I'm sorry girl, I misunderstood. Lin Xian also sent a message, embarrassed. Lin Xian was shocked. Damn. This was actually a girl. And she claimed to be a girl. Being able to call herself a girl meant that she wasn't old. So rich at such a young age? F***ck. It's fine, it's fine. The girl sent a message. May I ask what's the matter? Lin Xian asked, puzzled. I really like you. I really like your songs. Thank you, but like is one thing. Sending gifts like this is too much. Lin Xian sent a message. I feel that it's all worth it. Lin Xian. Wow. Little rich girl. My name is Zhao Yunqi. I just came of age this year. Little sister Yunqi, that's a pretty name. Zhao Yunqi's little face blushed slightly. Can I come and see you? Zhao Yunqi asked expectantly. Lin Xian. No, you're just blindly chasing after celebrities. Moreover, I'm not a celebrity yet. Your way of doing things is really not recommended. Lin Xian typed a message. No, it's because you're really very special to me. What's so special? Lin Xian asked, puzzled. Actually, some time ago, I wanted to leave this world. Lin Xian. But when I heard the first song, Sunny Day, I couldn't bear to leave. Later on, Nocturne, and Those Flowers, and so on, I can sing every song and listen to them. Although an Xian sang them, they were all written by you. From then on, I didn't want to leave this world. Every day, there's something I'm especially happy about, which is waiting for an Xian to sing the songs you wrote. At that time, I created a Weibo account as a fan of yours, Lin Xian. Now, it has 3 million followers. Lin Xian frowned slightly. Lin Xian didn't feel like this little girl was joking at all. He had never planned to release these 2 songs. In fact, he didn't even want an Xian to release them. When the time came, he would write another song for her. But now, Lin Xian might have to hesitate. It will be released. Really? That's great. Thank you. But can you tell me why you don't like this world? Lin Xian asked. I like it. She even added 3 exclamation marks at the end. But, then, Zhao Yunqi told Lin Xian about her situation. Lin Xian finally understood why these songs, as well as Mute and Your Answer at the end, made her so excited. She saw hope and color. Originally, Lin Xian definitely wouldn't have met her because he really didn't encourage it. But now, if meeting her could make her yearn for this world and save someone, Lin Xian felt that it was necessary. It was true. A young lady at the prime of her life who had lost her ability to move due to a special disease might still be acceptable. But gradually, she would lose her ability to speak, her vision, her hearing, her sense of touch, her sense of taste, and her sense of smell. All of these would gradually disappear. If it were Lin Xian, he really didn't know if there was a need for him to continue living. Lin Xian could understand. If she lost all her senses, what was the difference between her and a vegetable? She was very happy to be able to tell Lin Xian these things because Lin Xian was her idol. She didn't want Lin Xian's sympathy, she just wanted to see Lin Xian. She wanted to see what this person she looked forward to every day was like. She wanted to see him while she could still see him. Perhaps only she could understand this feeling. It was as if in the darkness, there was suddenly a ray of light that illuminated her, illuminating the world. Meanwhile, Lin Xian was deep in thought. Because he had the imperial physician's holy technique in his mind, he had some understanding of these things. However, he couldn't remember any illness that could cause such a situation. This shouldn't be an illness. If possible, Lin Xian really wanted to try and cure her. Lin Xian never thought that his song would actually save a girl's life. He felt a sense of pride in his heart. Perhaps being an idol was a good choice sometimes, but he still wouldn't choose to do so. Give me an address. I'll look for you in 2 days. Lin Xian sent a message over. He felt that it was necessary. No need. I'm your fan. I'll look for you. Good girl. You can't move freely right now. I'll look for you. Zhao Yunqi's little face was red as she sat in the wheelchair. She felt that she was the happiest person in the world. Okay. Then she sent the address to Lin Xian. Tianlin City. Lin Xian looked at the address. Tianlin City was the city next to Chengdu. It was as prosperous as Chengdu. The power of the several major families in Tianlin City wasn't any weaker than the 8 great families of Chengdu. No wonder this girl was so rich. Her family was probably not small in Tianlin City. I'll look for you tomorrow. Okay. Do you want me to give you a secret signal? When the time comes, no one will know that you're Lin Xian. Lin Xian smiled. She was still a naive girl. Okay, what's the secret signal? Let's call it. The Heavenly King covers the Earth Tiger. Lin Xian is the mightiest. Lin Xian. Okay, then I'll say the first line, and you can say the second line. Okay. It's getting late. Go and rest. I'll go and prepare a gift for you. Lin Xian put away his phone. Mom. On the other side, Zhao Yunqi was happily moving her wheelchair. Daughter, slow down. Her mother looked worried. Mom, I've contacted Lin Xian. Lin Xian will look for me tomorrow. I have to dress up nicely. Chapter 1099. As for what Lin Xian prepared for her, all gifts were meaningless. She was rich and didn't lack anything. She only lacked motivation. An Xian, why don't you work overtime tonight? Lin Xian contacted an Xian. An Xian quickly left the party and waited for Lin Xian with Miao Xiaomiao and Lu Yufan at the studio where she recorded songs. Why are you in such a hurry to record songs today? An Xian asked Lin Xian curiously. Beside them, Lu Yufan and Yi looked at everything in the studio in amazement. It turned out that all those good songs were recorded here. Miao Xiaomiao was also very excited. She liked to play instruments and record songs. She felt a sense of accomplishment. Lin Xian then told them about Zhao Yunqi. This wasn't something that couldn't be said. Lin Xian just wanted them to feel this way and have a sense of responsibility. That's too unfortunate. Lu Yufan bit her lip and looked sad. That's why I want to record a song with an Xian that can cheer her up. I'll also record the 2 songs I sang tonight with an Xian as a gift for her. What do you think? I didn't expect a hooligan like you to have such a gentle side. Miao Xiaomiao said. TSK. I don't think this is gentle. Any normal person would think this is the right thing to do. I didn't expect to save a little girl either, Lin Xian said. I'm all for it. Lu Yufan said. Is there anything we can help with? Yi asked. Just do some chores, Lin Xian said with a smile. Okay. Lin Xian, when the time comes for us to release the song, should we announce it? Whatever. Just don't say her name. Alright, what's her name? Zhao Yunqi, Lin Xian said. Zhao Yunqi. Miao Xiaomiao thought for a moment. Are you saying that you're going to Tianlin City? Lin Xian nodded. What's wrong? I know. No, I know that there's a person called Zhao Yunqi in the Zhao family of Tianlin City. She's very powerful. Oh. Lin Xian looked at Miao Xiaomiao in confusion. The Zhao family is the biggest family in Tianlin City. Their wealth is astonishing because their daughter, Zhao Yunqi, is very smart. She has invented many things. You can think of her as someone in the same industry as me, Miao Xiaomiao said. Lin Xian. In the past, I remember it was 3 years ago. At that time, she and I participated in an invention competition. Each of us had to invent something according to the topic. In the end, I lost to her. Lin Xian. The Zhao family was able to reach its current height because of some of her inventions, Miao Xiaomiao said. So she's a genius like you? Miao Xiaomiao nodded. It's just that she hasn't invented anything in recent years. Then who's more powerful? They're about the same. They've both won and lost before, Miao Xiaomiao said. Is it her? If it's Zhao Yunqi from the Zhao family of Tianlin City, then it's her. Miao Xiaomiao nodded. She saw her as a rival among her peers. She didn't expect something like this to happen to her. Although they didn't know each other, they definitely knew each other. It should be her. Don't forget that she gave me a gift worth more than 100 million at the party. Then it's probably her. Miao Xiaomiao nodded. Wow. This is so hard to accept. Such a powerful person actually had such a thing happen to her. Lin Xian, you're really great this time. An Xian said. There's nothing great about it. I just feel like there's something I can do if it's just a small matter, Lin Xian said. Okay. Practice the 2 songs I sang first. This time, I'll sing with you. If there's a new song, I'll sing with you too. New song. What kind of new song are you going to give her? Snail. Snail. The 3 girls were confused. What kind of meaning was this? You'll know in a bit. Then, they quickly recorded the 2 songs. Don't release them yet. I'll give you a time tomorrow. Release them at that time. Don't release any news about your new song. That'll be considered a surprise for her, Lin Xian said with a smile. Wow. I've never seen you give us any surprises before. Lu Yufan pouted. If you're like this, I'll give you a surprise every day, Lin Xian said. Don't. Good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing how happy she'll be when she finds out. The next day, Lin Xian originally wanted to go to the martial arts academy. Naturally, he didn't go. It didn't matter whether he went or not. In any case, he was on a truce today. No one could challenge him. He boarded a plane and flew to Tianlin City alone. Tianlin City was a good place. It might be a little inferior to Tianlin City, but this was negligible. There were many powerful families there. Lin Xian remembered that there was a man called Lin Chongtian. He was Lin Yu's admirer and was from Tianlin City. However, he backed out in the end. Instead, he obtained the distribution rights of the Art Pavilion Group to sell medicine in Tianlin City. Lin Xian, are you here? Zhao Yunqi sent a message to Lin Xian. I just got off the plane. I'm going to the address you gave me. There are too many people at home. I'll wait for you at the cafe. I've sent you the address. Okay. Lin Xian then took a taxi to the address Zhao Yunqi gave him. In the cafe, Zhao Yunqi wore her favorite white dress. Her hair was tied up in a ponytail. 2 strands of hair on her temples were mischievously blown by the breeze from the window beside her. Today, she specially put on a little light makeup. It was her mother who helped her do it. She had never put on makeup since she was young. She sat quietly in a seat and looked outside with anticipation and nervousness. Hubby Chi-Chi she. A man and a woman were sitting not far away. They were her parents. There was only one waiter in the cafe. Today, they had booked the entire place, so it was very quiet. Chi-Chi doesn't want much. What she wants most is to meet this Mr. Lin Xian. The funny thing is that we, as parents, haven't even found him. Instead, our daughter found him. Zhao Qianque hugged her as Li Xiu sighed. Li Xiu's eyes reddened. She loved her daughter too much. In fact, She felt happy for her in her heart. When she thought about how her daughter would feel nothing in the future, she didn't know how many times she secretly cried at night. When the time comes, we have to thank this Mr. Lin Xian properly. Yes, of course. There was always someone pushing the door open. Zhao Yunqi was always expectant and nervous, thinking that it was Lin Xian. Every time, it was a customer who came to drink coffee. When they learned that the cafe was booked, they would leave. At this time, a figure pushed the door open and walked in. You're tuning in to the Narrate and Escape YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.